Yo, what's good? What's good, everybody? Shout out to everyone hanging out with us. Thank you very much for making it. It's episode 82 of the DA's office. Appreciate all of you guys being here and rocking it out with us on a Sunday night. Hey, look, the weekend is up. It's almost time to get back to work. But before we do, we got a lot of topics we're going to talk about tonight. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Love the community. 54 cats right now, 57 actually now in the chat. Hit the like button, okay? Can't emphasize that enough. Hitting the like button does amazing wonders for this channel and for channels just like it. So thank you guys for doing what you do. I appreciate that. We're going to get to the roll call in just a minute. I wanted to clarify something that I did on Friday. A lot of people are asking me about the interview that I did with Michael Havens. I've gotten a few DMs about that. I just want to say this. It is my strong intention to do some sort of a meetup, some sort of a community event with everybody that rocks it out with me and others in this space. That is something that is on my mind. It's heavy on my mind. It's something that I want to do. And when I want to do something, I generally end up doing it at some level. All right. It might not be, the biggest thing ever. It might be super small. But that is something that I intend on doing. If others want to join in, that's great. I would love it. That's fantastic. But whether they join in or not join in, I'm doing it. And hopefully my audience will enjoy that. That's something that I want to do for y'all. It's not even for me. It's not, it's not something that I'm trying to, make money off of or anything like that. It's something that I want to build for the community of folks on this channel. So that's something that's important to me. So look for more word on that as the weeks and months and years unfold. It might take me a couple of years to get this thing done, but it is something that's been on my mind for a while. And in light of everything that's going on, it just kind of kickstarted that in me and said, you know what, let's just go ahead and make the phone calls that we got to make, and let's try to start getting something going. So if you haven't seen that interview I did with Michael Havens, we were talking about ICC Con that happens out there every year in Nashville. It is a fan-ran event. It's something that Michael Havens put together himself. He had no large amount of experience. Like he said on that, he said the most experience I had of throwing an event was like a party I threw in college or something like that, and that was it. But he gathered all the people in his space, which is the collectors, the Imperial Commissaries collectors. He gathered all of those cats and he says, hey, let's throw something together. Let's see if we can do this. And now these guys are putting together amazing conventions, with some of the top stars. He's a Star Wars fan, so he gets a lot of Star Wars people in, but he gets other people as well. He was talking about how William Shatner came to his first event. So again, that's something that I'm trying to put together. And it might be super small. It might be 100 people, or less. I don't know. But that's something that means something to me. And so, like I said, when I try to get something done, I try to get it done, and I usually do it. So we'll see what's up with that. But thank you, everybody, for being here. 67 of you guys now in the chat. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share this out there with more people. That'll bring more cats in, and then you'll have more people to talk to, and I appreciate that. Let me give a quick what's up to everybody that's here right now. Thank you very much. Andrew Werner, my top mod. Thank you very much, Andrew Werner, for being here. Appreciate that. Angel Gonzalez, the casual reviewer. He'll be joining us in just a minute. Bootzilla is in the house as well. What's up, Boot? Glad to see you here, bro. Craig Bradford is in the house along with Dalton Fury. Got also Kawasaki, the General, in the house. What's good with you? We got Mavericks also in the house. Name. I see lowercase name. I saw uppercase name a little bit ago. So shout out to the names that are both here. We got SJ in the house. Shout out to you, SJ. Thank you as well. Predon Corpse also in the house. JW Jimbe just joined in along with Emily Kruger. Sergeant Giratina is in the house. Another mod. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for doing what you do. We got Sledge here as well. Stacy Gardner. Shout out to Stacy Gardner. Star Wars Lego Rob. Appreciate you being here, Star Wars Lego Rob. We got Stephanie Napolitan. Super Dave USA. Thomas Nazareta. And then Tony Ilias and Uncle Jimmy. All right, let's bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. Let's not waste any time. We got a lot of topics to talk about. First up, Rockefeller Plaza is in the house. What's good, Rock? How's it going, bro?
What up, Derek? What's going on, bro? Good interview with, I forget his name, Haven. Yeah, good
Michael Havens.
I was exhausted. I watched about an hour of it, and I was like, I withdrew my mouth.
Well, it was an hour. It was less than an hour, actually.
I watched about 45 minutes of it, and I was like, how long am I? Fuck, shit.
Yeah, no, it was an hour. That was the right. You hit it. You hit it.
I know I got a good portion of it, so I must have fell asleep right at the end of it, but it was good then. Yeah. So shout out that. He does some really pretty. They look awesome, and it's a big task. But if you need a team, we got one. We can make it work.
I think we got a lot of people here that would help out tremendously. Along with this guy right here, Cyfax is in the house. What's up, Cyfax?
Hey man, you already know you got me in your corner if anything like that goes down, like in any type of capacity, whether it's a super big event, small event, whatever. You also know definitely because the people we know, like Chris Gore and whatever, that'll get spread to people like Chris Gore and also Nerdrotic. It'll blow up, man. It'll get out there and help to all the people in the chat. But there's I can see it being a thing. I can definitely see it being like kind of like a more of a meetup thing, like how Nerdrotic and them do it. Start with that and then expand. That would probably be
that's my goal. My goal is to start small and then blow it up and then see how many people want to come next year and then next year and then next year.
Because even with your interview, and it's not even just your interview, like I already knew this was going to be the biggest thing about it. It's the money. It's the money to pay for all this stuff. Like that's going to be the biggest thing.
That's the biggest.
Like, when Nerdrotic does stuff and Geeks and Gamers does stuff, one of the biggest things what I always find endearing about it is they're like, hey, you don't got to pay anything to come. You just got to register to get in early or whatever, and then hey, everything's paid. You'll get a couple of drink tickets, whatever. That's a great incentive in general. But if you're going to be doing a con, like that's going to be massive. Like
that's massive. Yeah, that's why I was saying I would start it small. I would start it within like 100 people. Like Mike said, he started with like 15 people at a comic book shop. And then from there, he grew to 100, 400, 500, and it just kept going and going and going. So it would be something along those lines. Let me bring on one more. We got Angel, the casual reviewer. Shout out to Angel. What's up, bro?
What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight?
We good, man. Your mic's sounding good again. There you go.
I told you I was going to get it. I told you I was going to get it.
You would.
Yeah, the Bronx, we got your back over here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're going to do, I got you. So I got some people out here.
I'm not afraid of travel. I was wondering where would I put such an event. I would obviously want to do it as close to home as possible. So Cali, Los Angeles, or maybe even outside the LA area, maybe down in the OC. OC is a little bit more based in LA, so you might be able to get some, better rates or something like that. Yeah. Or, you know what? I could go in the middle of the country somewhere. And,
damn right. Screw California.
Yeah, throw down what was he saying? Tennessee. He was saying what? Tennessee is a good place. Is that where ICC is?
Hey, look, I got family, man. That's my home. That's my home turf. The Andersons.
I've never
been. Andersons hail from Tennessee. So that might be where I would, possibly do that. But it's it's easier for me logistically to pull it off in LA. Because I'm familiar with the location. I'm familiar with everything. So it'd be easier to put something together out here.
So I might know a thing or two about hotel renovation, DA. Mainly we do it on the East Coast. Just getting equipment and stuff to places is really hard. Like when I watched the guy, he had some the ICC logo in the background he had with the cool like lights. I'm like, that's a C can by itself that has to be transported full of shit. I'm like, that's a U-Haul, that's a truck, truck, trailer, gas, somebody to drive it just for that one display, with the two fucking chairs, the table. I'm like, just for that. And that's when you go to a con,
that might cost like $5.
It's not cheap, man.
$3 to $5
20th of it.
Yeah, it's costly.
Easy. Yeah. Yeah, look, I see everybody throwing out Tennessee. Like I said, man, that's home turf. That's where my family is. I got family in Nashville, Memphis, all over the place.
You got to find location. Then you got to find an actual.
It's about finding the right location, something centrally located. Yeah, something that's like everybody convenient for everybody. It's not going to be like easy. But like I got
we know people who do like meetups and stuff. Obviously, we know Nerdrotic and stuff like that. And it's like we have easy ways to contact them, whatever, either through Chris Gore or hell, I could even fucking message them if I wanted.
I got people in my family that run events. Like I got family members that run events.
Me too.
It's just a matter again of finding the right
place.
Time.
Man, it is expensive.
It's expensive as hell. Yeah, but you know what? There's ways around that. There's little tricks, and I got people talking in my ear saying, "Oh, I could get this for you for this, or whatever." So there's ways to do things. It's just How do we do it? Where do we do it? I was talking to George, the Giant Slayer. George is also somebody in Texas. And maybe me and him could link up and let's say, hey, let's do something in Texas, and then maybe we'd make it a Texas, California. Like this year it's Texas, next year it's Cali, back to Texas, something like that, because sometimes these cons move around,
Yeah, I mean, Chris Gore does all the what's it called, the film threat one at the end of the year. What do they call it? Award this. Yeah, so he does that, but how he does it is he gets a bunch of sponsors, because I mean, I've been for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now, I've gone to that, and I mean, I've always been curious how the hell he pays for it, because I'm like, dude, one of the biggest things that I have always noticed that's offered is free drinks. You can just drink for free there. Whatever sponsor they got that's just sponsoring them, if it's a vodka brand or whatever, boom, here's a free drink. There you go.
Yep.
And they do that every single year. And that's how they pay for it. They just get a couple sponsors, and then they give you like a little gift bag or whatever. It's not anything super extravagant or anything, but it's still a gift bag.
Yeah.
It's all paid for.
Hit up Wendy's, DA.
Yeah, you don't want big ones. No, big sponsors would be hard to get. But like, I was at the comic book shop today, right, DA? And I got this free comic called, I don't know what this is, Shit Kicker Bullseye or something. Apparently, this is going to be made into a movie, a cinema film. And they gave out the free comic to show it off, right? And I'm like, this is good. This is a really good idea. This is really cool. Mm-hmm. This is really good fucking marketing. And I was like, you know what? If it takes off, I might know a person or two that maybe I can, whisper into their ear, and maybe we can spin it around he was like, that'd be awesome, man. It's like, promote small people that are trying to do shit. Wendy's, they're fine. They're not going to be. We're small.
We might be small channels, but we already know bigger people. Like we can get the word out there to the right people.
Yes, indeed, we can.
Apes together.
Let's go ahead and jump into the show. Everybody, thank you very much. Hit the like button. We're about to get into it. Look, you guys know lately, before we get into the main topics, I always like to throw a couple of like little weird ones at you, just so just keep you on your toes. Some crazy shit that you may or may not have heard of. This one I thought was just, I don't know, wild, man. So apparently, this is Ben Affleck with his daughter Finn after she, he, they, them, it, and Jennifer Lopez's daughter M both transitioned into men at the same time with pronouns he, them. Wow, they must be proud. Scientists said this is the first time this has happened in Earth's 4.5 billion year history. But one theorized in Hollywood, anything is truly possible. It's that libtard mental illness again. Yeah. So
this is amazing.
It needs to be studied. It needs to be studied, the amount of like trans kids that celebrities have. Like it's disproportionate to, I don't know, every other statistic out there. Like it's so disproportionate, and it's like, it comes up to that meme where it's like, hey, if your kid thinks they're trans at 7, then the mom has a disability, and if they're above 18, then the kid has a disability or whatever, or like a mental illness or whatever. And it's like it's very true, but it's, why is it so disproportionate towards specifically Hollywood celebrities? Like why is this just a thing? It's it's
I have no idea, bro.
It's crazy.
Uncle Jimmy said he got a group discount.
Would you guys believe if I told you these are the normal kids?
Yeah.
What's the one chick's name that just went to the in front of Congress and has still wearing masks to this day? It looks more like his mom. These are the normal kids, and you're like, normal Rock? You see the other one, she looks normal. Let her fucking talk. Let her speak. You'd be like, oh my God. Poor Ben Affleck, the meme, the cigarette smoking meme. Poor guy. I had to deal with this shit.
Look, this is what I was about to say. Star Wars Lego Rob. That's why he's always so pissed. Like, he looks mad almost every goddamn time you see him, man. Look at him right now. He's standing up there with his kids, and he looks like he just wants to sink into the earth. Like he just wants to.
I failed in every aspect of a man. I failed as a man. He's like, I was Batman, and I still failed. How did you play Batman and you still failed as a person?
Bro, it's crazy.
be careful jumping into a marriage. I suggest going out with somebody for a decade. The women might not like hearing that, but you might get caught into a thing with what's her name, Jennifer Gardner, and have some kids like this. This is over a 10 years period. He could have had a little bit of self-control and maybe not jump the gun, and he wouldn't have to do these horrible problems the rest of his life. He never looks at the camera. He's always looking down. And it looks like he's not even looking where he's walking. He's trying to.
He looked like he hates his life, man.
He hates his life.
He looks like he absolutely hates his life. Like whatever happened all the way through his life, it's like regret. Like every move this man has made is just full of regret. I feel bad for him, but I can't feel bad for him because look, you the man in this situation, Ben, and you should have handled business with J-Lo, with Jen Gardner, whoever the hell it is that you was married to. You should have put the pimp ham on him and said, hey, yo, we ain't doing this bullshit. This ain't going down, not with my kids, not in my house. But he allowed these women to run the roost, and now these are his quote unquote daughters. All right, because again, they transition into men.
That's the picture you get. When they say money doesn't solve all problems, you get a picture of that guy right there, just looking down like, fuck. I got money, but I got all of the problems. Yeah. Like
this is
crazy, yeah.
This is abnormal right here because most of the time it's men transitioning into women. So this is a little good.
You really fucked up when the girls are transitioning to guys, right? You really fucked up something. Like, what the hell happened?
That Jay-Z line, it's a secret society, or we access trust, but in this case, it's a secret society, or we access for your kids. Like, just give us your kids. Once you give us your kids, you in. We're gonna give you what you need. You get those Grammys, you get those Oscars. It's too many kids transitioning, yo. It's crazy, man.
It's Hollywood, baby. It's Hollywood, baby.
What is she? He reading. And I was like, wait a minute, isn't it like he, she, they, them, it? That's fucking exhausting to say every time. It's like, what is he, she, they, them, it reading? Fuck. What is
it? Looks like a Neil Gaiman book.
The person
makes all the sense in the world. It looks like a Neil Gaiman book. Let me see. Wait, hold up. Let's go in on it a little bit.
Man, I just want to say it faster, and you're making it be fucking stay out like 13 words. I'm like, what's person in?
I don't know what book it is, but it's Neil Gaiman something. Yep. That tells you everything you need to know. This is what this is Neil Gaiman's crowd right here. Look at Ben.
There you go.
Ben is like
this is why Sam life. The Netflix garbage we got.
That them energy is killing.
Dude, how does he look more disappointed in this picture than he did with that cigarette picture where he's like, I'm already fed up. It's like he looks more fed up here than he does in that other meme that's been going around.
It looks like the meme. It looks like 2 minutes after the meme, he just plucked his cigarette out, and then the kids walked into the photo, and it was like, oh,
and he was like, oh, actually, he's like, hold on, people, get a new picture. I'm actually way more disappointed than that. Like,
shit. Look, don't ever anybody out there that might be envying these Hollywood celebrities. Oh, don't envy them at all, man. Don't envy them at all. This is what becomes of them. All right. Take this as an example. This is what becomes of these cats after a while, man. Ben Affleck looking like his whole life is just got flipped upside down, man. This man looks so fucking miserable.
There's two good Ben Afflecks. There's when you're young and you're starting to become successful, and you meet Jennifer Lopez, and you got this fucking man. I'm like, damn, smack this thing on a yacht and shit. This is crazy. And then
there was Jennifer Gardner first, right?
Yeah, Jennifer
Gardner was first. Now he should have stuck with that one. She seemed like she got her head screwed on a little straight. All the Jennifers. Yeah, he went from one dumbass Jennifer to the next.
Who's he with right now? Jennifer Gardner? Isn't that the ones he got the kids with? Isn't that who he's still with right now, Jennifer Gardner?
J-Lo. He went back to J-Lo, bro. He went back to J-Lo.
I don't think he's with J-Lo.
Hey, we got a Hypno Ray. Shout out to Hypnotic.
Shout out.
Appreciate it, brother. Bigot Ray in the house. What's up? Hey, thank you guys for hanging out. Hit the like button as you're coming through and dropping in. We appreciate you. Look, we just got through talking about Ben Affleck. And we got to move on with Hollywood. Let's jump into it, man. Because Hollywood doesn't understand shit the way we understand shit. This is another one, and we're going to jump into a topic real quick about the fall of Hollywood in LA. This was put up on my video I did, one flop after another. We was talking about one battle after another, failing in the box office, one flop after another. these actors, basically, this is Vicious Sephiroth said, they have not come to terms with the new reality. No one cares about actors like they used to. Nobody. I could give a fuck about an actor right now.
What are you talking about? Didn't you see Uncle T's review? Uncle T loved it.
Yeah, Uncle T might love that, but you know, it's T Schiller all day with him, man. He loves that shit. Uncle T loves that shit. But for me, look, I already knew there was like this thing gonna be woke and stupid, so I wasn't going to watch it. But it doesn't matter because Leo came out and said, I really need people to come out and watch this movie. And Leo is one of the top actors, right? He's one of the big dogs. He's an A-lister. You would think that movie would drag all kinds of people into the theater. Man, that shit flopped.
Yeah,
it flopped hard.
You hear his name, like he's one of the few probably left that it's like when you hear his name in something, you're like, it'll probably at least still be a good movie, even if it's not something I'm actually interested in. It'll be like, okay, it's still going to be a good movie.
Denzel
and
Denzel,
Tom Cruise. Yeah,
I told you the virtue signal is getting out of control. Remember when we were talking about this? I said Sean Penn's, and you're like, Sean Penn's a good actor. I was like, not anymore. And you're like, what? He's gotten too political.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Name something he's been in the past 10 years. Be like, I can't really think of it. And he's got severe TDS now. Once I saw him in it, and he's playing this, I'm a MAGA supporter, and all they were talking about is, where's your daughter at? You know, the black girl. And it's like, is that your daughter? It's mine. And like, you wouldn't say daughter because, you know, it's like, that's a girl. And it's like, oh, God, this is a fucking virtue signal message. I don't want to see this garbage. Why did Leo sign on to it? Because it's the only thing left in Hollywood to sign on to.
That's what they
all
got,
they
man.
fucking do.
Yeah,
you know,
that's all they got. That's all they got. They got one bullshit left. And I'm about to get to it because we got Channing Tatum. I don't know if you guys heard his comments, but we got his article coming up in a minute. But yeah, that's what it is, man. Everything right now in Hollywood is super woke, and the only projects you could really jump on unless it's a superhero movie, and even the superhero movies are woke, right? Even the superhero movies are woke. Everything you touch right now in Hollywood got a fucking message attached to it.
Is that why I've been seeing Channing Tatum around? Because it's like I saw him like he came up on the what's it called, the Hot Ones one, where it's like they eat the hot wings.
We're about to get to it. Yep. We're just about to get to it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Every time somebody comes up on Hot Wings, they're promoting something that I got like 2 or 3 movies out.
Yeah. But I didn't know of anything.
He has a movie out. No,
he
has a movie out. But the point that I was making with that shit was he has some commentaries from that Hot Ones Cyfax. So we're going to get to that. Let me hit these up real quick. Thank you very much to Vicious Sephiroth for the comment of the week. All right, you win a bag of nothing. I don't know. I tried to give away shirts, but nobody ever claimed them. Remember, I was trying to give away my canceled Disney Star Wars
Give me a shirt, dude. I see you every now and then.
I'm gonna have to hand one out to you because I got like a pack of shirts and I can't give these shits away, even though I said, hey, if you get the comment of the week, you know, you get a t-shirt, and then everybody say, all right, here's the comment of the week. Come get a t-shirt. Nobody ever claimed it. So it's like, it is what it is, I guess. Y'all don't like it.
So we'll start, you know, giving back to the fans, sending out t-shirts.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to give back to the people, man. But you guys got to hit my line. All right, hit my line and say, yo, DA, I won the t-shirt. Give it to me.
Claim your prize. Claim your prize. Do it.
Claim your fucking prize, man. All right, real quick, shout out to Bootzilla with the 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate you, Bootzilla. As always, you the man. Everybody knows Bootzilla has his own emoji in the chat. So if you guys are members, if you got a membership from Bootzilla, thank him. Say thank you, Bootzilla. Appreciate that. But if you're already a member, give him some love in the chat for helping out, supporting. We appreciate him as always. And then we got Draconis dropping 5 gifted memberships as well. Shout out to Draconis as well for that. We got, 10 new members. All right, 10 new members. And Draconis also has his own emoji in the chat. And don't forget, if you are a member, you can watch all the nightcaps. All right, along with all the other member-only videos. I got quite a few member-only videos that are out there. So if you got one of these memberships, you can watch all the nightcaps. You can watch the member-only videos. So go check those out when you have some free time. Everybody, thank Draconis and Bootzilla for the love. We appreciate them. Let's give the new members a welcome, a special DA's welcome for you guys. Here you go. All right, let's get on into this, man. The Wall Street Journal came out They said that the LA entertainment economy is spiraling downward. Work is evaporating, businesses are closing, and the city's creative middle class is hanging on by a thread. It's bad in LA, bro. It is bad out here, man. I don't know if y'all don't know. Like me and Cyfax, we in the LA market, and I hear from other friends and people in the industry. Some people kind of hanging on to the industry. They hanging on for dear life. All right. But they about to let it go. I got a friend that's a writer. He's been writing in Hollywood, I want to say like 15 years. And this cat has been hanging on by a thread, man. And it's been getting worse and worse for him. He get a job and then he'll wait like 7, 8, 9 months until he gets something else. And now he's like, bruh, I got to just go back to work. I can't keep doing this, man. He's applying for jobs at malls. All right, this is a guy who's written Hollywood shit. And now he is applying for jobs at the mall, trying to just get anything right now. It is pathetic. The LA entertainment economy is dying.
It's in
right
the
before
tank,
our
man.
very eyes.
Yes, it is.
Like so a friend of mine who I've brought around to a couple of the hangouts and whatnot. You've probably met him and whatever. But his dad works for Paramount. He's a director and whatever. Like he directed one of the like Jason movie or Michael Myers movies back in the day, H2O, right? Like he was part of that. And it's like the movies that he's doing nowadays, it's like everything is always in like Mexico or Thailand or some other, it's always somewhere else. It's never
it's not in
here in America. Yeah, it's never here in California. Like he does nothing here in California because there's no way that they would, because it's like he does like smaller movies, obviously. But it's like it's smaller stuff like that, and the only way to get that approved is to do it somewhere else. Like, well, where can we shoot this for X amount of dollars that this is approved for? And it's never here in it's actually never even in the States. It's somewhere else.
Again, it was always
because then he gets to go and go travel around and whatnot, and then his son goes.
So, it was California,
for him,
Hollywood, Skyfax, the main hub. Then he went to New York in the East Coast, West Coast, LA, East Coast, New York. But then it was like both cities were crazy fucking expensive. So they were like, we need to find a city where the middle class, like you said, that the cities create the people that come there and fucking make the productions for the actors to walk in the studios need to be able to live in these places to make the fucking sets. Well, there's going to be no set for you to walk onto. So like, let's go to Atlanta. That's not that expensive. Well, the past fucking decade since they've been there, Atlanta's been boom, 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 boom. The fucking price has been skyrocketing. It used to be here in North Carolina where I'm at, but because of the Bradford bill, they left. And thank God, because we haven't had a crazy price hike.
The other reason like other countries and stuff are like so accepting of it is because, well, now they're employing their citizens to be extras and whatever and do all this stuff there. And they're super happy to take our money, no problem. Oh, yeah, there you go. Like $200 million production, bring it on. Bring it on over. And it's like, why aren't we doing that here? Like, why isn't one of these states like obviously Georgia and other places are doing that, but it's like California is basically drowned people out. So and it's like we have beautiful landscape.
What happened with Cali? Cali is a special case because all these leftists that live in California. They want the best of everything, and they want to run. They want to. We have really good weather, and we're right next to the ocean and the climate. Everything is just perfect. It's the perfect place, honestly, for a film
perfect background.
Because you're 2 hours away from the snow. You're 2 hours away from the ocean. You're 2 hours away from the desert. Like everything is right here, and then you have a mega city, like LA. So it's like you could literally make any movie you wanted to make in the city of Los Angeles. You literally could. But the problem is that it's too expensive to make movies here because all of these NIMBY bastards, not in my backyard, all right, all of these people, they want to put regulations on everything to make it damn near impossible to shoot a movie in LA. So now if you want to go and make a movie, it's going to cost you like 3 or 4 times as much as it would cost anywhere else in the world. We've heard all of these various people come out and say, oh, my God, like we just listened to this last week with Mel Gibson. Remember, we was listening to that Mel Gibson interview, and Mel Gibson was like, it's cheaper to go to fucking Bulgaria. It's cheaper to pack everybody up and go to Bulgaria and shoot the movie over there. If it's just like a quick little pickup shot, it's quick to go over there, shoot everything over there, fly the crew, the actors, me, the director, and then go over to Bulgaria and shoot in fucking Bulgaria. It's cheaper than shooting in Los Angeles. But the reason that is because, number one, the unions are bastards. They charge everybody up the ass. But then number two, it's all of the regulations that you have to cut through in order to make a movie in this city. They've done it to themselves. Don't feel bad for any of these people. Like, oh my God, the middle class is hanging on by a thread. Yeah, y'all did it to yourselves. And don't forget the fact that you idiot.
And then they voted it in. That's the other problem, is the people here voted that shit in. They're like, oh no, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they get opted out of a job because they voted.
Yep.
They literally voted their jobs away, which is
so
crazy.
the regulations. Think about it. We're talking about building a con.
Yeah,
like I said, getting all the stuff to these cons is hard. Getting it from, let's say I'm in East Coast. I got all the equipment we need. DA. Now I got to get to Hollywood, over there to LA where you all are, one side of the coast to the other. It's like, I could do that. But the taxes are going to tax me in America to do a con or crazy.
Yeah,
how about I put them in a plane,
you just rent it, you'd rent it from
Europe,
a place out here.
fly you guys over there. That'll be a lot cheaper. Like, how the fuck is that possible, Rock? Oh, wait, hold on. We're going to fly from Europe probably to Brazil and do it over there. Like, how is that going to be cheaper?
Rockefeller is worse than that. So
that's how much they're taxing people. That's fucking insane, ain't it? The tax they're adding on. That just goes to show you that to pick up everything, all this crazy weight, and transport it to another fucking country, and the actors, and to have them living there, standing by instead of right here on the home soil. That's how much.
But that's the point. Like, imagine it's so expensive here that it's cheaper to get everybody, put them on a plane, fly them to the other side of the world, and feed them and house them in a hotel. It's cheaper to do that. That's how expensive LA is. Go ahead.
But it's crazy because everybody tax themselves to death. New York and LA, they tax themselves, the regulations, and then it's the little people that are digging their hands into it. You even have, like, let's say fire safety inspectors that are getting paid $10,000 or $11,000 for that day just to come check something that they'll say, oh, well, you know what, right now we need to come back another day and do it.
Yeah,
there's so many hands. Yeah, it's so many hands in it. It's crazy.
That's the unions. Everybody wants a cut. Everybody wants to get a piece of this big Hollywood production. And it's like, okay, well, if you're in LA, you got to pay the union guy this, and you got to make sure that the fire guy gets this and this and this. And the next thing you know, those costs add up. So when you see these $200 million budgets, a lot of that shit is Hollywood regulations, LA regulations, California regulations that have priced these people so high. And then it's like, okay, now we got to go make some money out of this. Now, how do you make money when you're spending $200 million? Let me share this shit with you, because this brings us to the Channing Tatum part of the conversation. Channing Tatum says Hollywood is confused and actors are sometimes incentivized to make bad things to get paid. No fucking shit. All of the crap that you guys have been doing over the last 10 years. Like, Channing, let me say this, side facts, and then I'm going to let you go. You were telling us something that we already knew, baby. We knew that. We know that y'all are getting paid to make bad shit. Hey, man, just make this dumb shit. It don't matter. We're going to pay you. And all these actors are signing up for this dumb shit, man. Channing Tatum, you telling us something we already knew. Go ahead.
So a great example of this in general is Nicolas Cage, right? Like he started taking all these fucking terrible movies, and everybody knew they were bad movies. He did a bunch of bad movies, but it was because he was in like so much financial debt, whatever.
Yep.
But because they'd be willing to be like, hey, here's 500,000, here's $1 million, here's 1.5, whatever it was. But he was like, I'm taking them. It's like. So he was incentivized for a different reason, but it's like other people are incentivized for what Channing Tatum is here saying, where it's like, I'm just still I want to put my name out there. I still need to be out there for some reason. And then they end up being these really terrible movies. There are these throwaway movies nobody's going to watch. You see a trailer for it and you're just like, oh my God, even the trailer's bad. You already know the movie's going to be bad.
Shit.
And that they're going to sit there and they have to push it, and they got to sit there and say, hey, yeah, no, that this is a great movie. I was so glad to be part of this project. And like you can even tell they don't want to be a part of it. They do that all the time. And the craziest part is they do that even for some of the bigger movies. Some
Zoe
of these bigger
Saldana.
movies that are getting, these bigger movies that are getting pushed out there that they know are not good. They're like, dude, but they got paid $5 million for it. You got to say all the right things.
They got paid. Yeah.
Zoe Saldana makes a good amount of money. She's in a whole bunch of shit. She'll be in everything and anything for cash. I respect the grift, but like the last year when she was in Amelia Perez, that was, there was a behind the scene thing. Like, I'll do this for twice the amount I want. It's not gonna be like, if I'm a million, it's 2 million.
It's always
Jacket 75. We knew this forever, bro. We been known what, like, he ain't schooling us. He ain't telling us nothing. We ain't already. We've known about this, bro. We've been known this.
This isn't news. Like,
let me read these first couple of paragraphs just so everybody can caught up. So Channing Tatum explained why he feels streamers have effed up and confused Hollywood and the movie making process. This was in a recent appearance on the Hot Ones that Syfax was talking about with Sean Evans promoting his upcoming film Roofman. Tatum got the opportunity to clarify his statement. He says, I think now when you get asked to do a movie, you're trying to get a movie made. It's a very confused pipeline of possibilities. And it really feels like at times that you're incentivized to make bad things to get paid rather than make something really, really good for the fucking people that actually get to see these things, and people that I want to see these movies, the person that I was when I was a kid. The Lost City actor explained, and I want good movies. Yeah, so he's saying that the people like us, he's trying to say, yo, I'm one of you guys. I'm one of you guys. I just want good movies. I want good movies to be made for the fucking people that actually get to see these things, the people that I want to see movies. And it's like Channing Tatum, you supposed to turn that shit down. But he ain't turning them down.
He's saying that, but at the same time,
he wants to get paid. All right. It's a money game. So all of these actors, they know what's up. They know that the movies that they're making, basically Channing Tatum is saying the quiet part out loud. I know this is shit. I know this is garbage, but I want to get paid. So I'm making it anyway. That's basically what I'm reading out of this. I don't know what you guys think.
I don't give him that far.
When it's been 6 months, maybe a year and a half since they got offered a deal or like a proper deal, and maybe they have been going through scripts, because I saw the thing. There was actually another thing going around with what's the guy from Dallas Buyers Club? Jesus Christ! All right. What's his name? Why am I blanking on it?
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. He went off where he was like, I want to become more of a like a different kind of actor. I'm known for one thing. And he was like, I went 20 months without doing anything. He's like, I was just rejecting scripts. And then one finally fell into his lap that he finally liked or whatever. But it's like, not everyone has that kind of maybe cash flow or whatever to where you can basically go 2 years without working or like turning down stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
So it makes sense to where sometimes you just got to do it. But at the same time,
you got to do a project to get paid. But at least he's explained, like, to me again, bro, we already knew this shit.
We already know all this stuff. But it's like Channing Tatum but coming out and saying it again. It's always nice to hear it from the mouth of the people who are actually in it, because sure, we know it, we've known it, everybody around here knows it, but when it's somebody who's actually in the industry, like, okay, yeah, it's nice to actually hear somebody like admit it. That's always
he's bogus for saying that now, though. To me, why he waited that long to say that? Why didn't he say that after they turned down your Gambit script?
That's what I was going to say, Angel. It's because the temperature right now, he's probably not getting shit greenlit because of, all this it's gotten so bad. But he did hold out on a lot of Gambit scripts. He had a lot of scripts come to his door for that Gambit, because I guess he holds the right to it or some shit. He might have bought the right to it back in the day. And he's passed on a lot of them until Ryan Reynolds came in,
Else he says. So look what else. I'm sorry. Look what else he says. He continued, I'm like, man, I want to give my money to good movies. Yeah. It's such an upside down moment, but I do believe the disruption is going to lead to something good. I do believe that. I believe the streamers came in for a reason, and it had to change. It had to morph. So when he says the streamers, he's talking about Netflix and Amazon and all of these guys that are, tackling the big projects in the streaming game. I don't think the streamers are going to make a difference at all. I think they're going to do exactly what they've been doing. Angel, what you think about that, bro?
I mean, to me, he's just pointing the fingers at other people. You make the decisions in regards to what scripts you want to do and what you don't want to do. And I don't know, to me, the beginning of his career was okay. You was known for being a hip hop dancer. You was doing your little thing. Okay, that was cool. You wanted to branch out to become a better actor. That's fine. But then you started picking some bullshit ass scripts. That was on you. You know what I'm saying? You started to chase that money. That was on you. When Gambit was getting turned down left and right, we did not hear you complaining saying, oh, the pipeline is fucked up. We didn't hear you saying these people are blocking me from doing X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
You were not acting like a fan. You were worrying about the cash. So to me, this is nothing. It's like you're telling us something we already know. You just acknowledging it. Okay, move on. We know what's going on. We're looking for quality. Show us the quality, or just don't say anything at all. Like your movie that
I find it interesting anytime some of these Hollywood cats come out and like kind of, do a peek behind the curtain, even though it's stuff we already know. I find it interesting. It's like, okay, what's motivating him to do this? Is he starting to see that Hollywood is dying and he's trying to get on the fans' good side? Like, is that what he's trying to do?
Well,
it's like, hey, come watch Roofman. Come watch Roofman. Come watch my movie that I just put out there. I know it's fucked up. I know it's bad out there. I know people ain't doing what they're supposed to do, and the writing is shit, and the movies are shit. I know that, but come watch my movie anyway. It's like, bro, you understand. When all of that is going down, people are turning away from Hollywood. People are running to other avenues of entertainment because y'all are such, your whole franchise, everything that you guys are doing is falling apart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would we even entertain the idea of Roofman?
You think he's sounding the alarm, just trying to tell people, like, look, like you just said, it's dying. The LA market is dying. Even he might know middle class people that are struggling. Like, look, we got to do something now. I'm a gamer. Elden Ring's one of the biggest games that's sold ever. Sci-Fi played it. It's a perfect. They're making a movie of it right now. It's a perfect movie where you could have left and right opinion out. Republicans that are crazy. Conservative. And I told Sci-Fi, all these left ones that want Hunter Schafer in it. There's a perfect role in Elden Ring for Hunter Schafer to play. I mean, fucking perfect. And you could have
it's a man that becomes a woman.
It's not. It doesn't become. It
just looks like a woman.
It's like two different people, entities in one, and it transforms into a dude. Yes, I mean it sounds funny, but without shoving this shit down your throat and always saying, "Hey, I'm queer. I'm falling for you," like hard in fucking crustacean camp, Jurassic Park. You could have your gay queer shit and have this awesome built character that people that aren't gay queer stand behind and be like, oh, this is awesome. You could have non-queer gay characters that gay people can stand behind and be like, this fucking dude is cool as shit. You can have both sides understanding because it's a good fucking setup, great writing. If you don't deviate from the original script,
right?
What are they going to do when they get the script, DA? When Hollywood gets it, they're going to bastardize it. They're going to deviate from it. It's going to be so-and-so that wasn't gay is going to be gay, and they're going to focus on that relationship. It's going to be like, what the fuck? And it's going to, you do it right down the line. You tell the story non-biased, and then you have those characters, and then you just don't, and then it's fine. But that's not what Hollywood do. They want to make that forefront, make it everything. That's what it has to be every single time. It has to be this indoctrination garbage because we hate the word, but we hear it on everywhere. Stephanie says it. Maps are coming around. Watch out for the maps.
Uncle T, you got the link, bro. You ain't got to sit up here and spit all of this shit in the chat. You got the goddamn link. You can get on and say this stuff on the camera.
He already knows. That shit. He know.
T always in the chat when he got a link.
Stirring trouble in the background. That's why.
He just like stirring up shit in the chat, man. Instead of jumping on and talking. It's like when he finally does get on, he's mums the word, man. It's like, T, can you talk, bro? You here? Like, whatever, man. The guy, look, as long as he ain't here, I'm gonna talk shit about him. Straight up. All right, look, let's move on. Oh, wait. All right, let's move on. That super chat can wait for a second because we got to get to this topic right here. Okay. All right. Comicbookmovie.com got this one. Rumor. We may know which Marvel television MCU series will be next to get a season 2. So you got the pictures up there, guys.
Ironheart.
I
Wonder
wish it
Man.
was, man.
It's Wonder Man.
I wish it was, man. I don't even know what Wonder Man. Are you guys pumped up for Wonder Man?
No, but I bet
What
you're
the hell
gonna
is
get
Wonder
better.
Man?
Dude,
Wonder Man.
I forgot that show was even coming out until you posted this picture, and I was like, oh yeah, that still is supposed to come out in December, right? That's dropping in December.
Is that
Yeah,
the new
it's,
Black Panther?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like Wonder Man. What was the other one that came out? Wait, hold up. Let me go to this real quick. Hold up.
You're gonna be
DK
wondering
called
if it's a
Wonder
man
Man.
or not. Like that's the big
Right.
question. If you're gonna wonder if it's a man or not, there you
It
go.
was either Wonder Man or Ironheart. Those are the shows that came out, and Daredevil that came out this year.
So you guys know we do our Marvel slate. Here it is right here. Wonder Man's coming out in December. We've already got nothing but we have yet to get this damn good up here. Okay, we can't do it. It's been trash, flop, epic fail, flop, trash, epic fail. We got one more, Wonder Man. I'm expecting pure. I don't know if it's going to be trash. What the fuck, epic fail? I don't think it'll be epic fail. It'll probably be trash. Or
I
what
mean,
the fuck.
to be fair, I don't know enough about Wonder Man in general. Like, I don't know enough about the comics. So if people really like that character, I have no idea. Like, so I'm gonna be a little in the dark with that. No pun intended. But it with their track record, I could probably go with it'll be either epic fail or trash. Like, let's just go with that. And more than likely, I'll probably be right, which is sad.
Yeah,
Like,
more
I
than
don't know.
likely you'll be
maybe
right.
the actor's great. Maybe whatever.
I don't
But
know.
it's
This may
like,
be different.
I don't know enough about it.
With all the
Yeah,
marketing,
Richard Day is saying what a lot of us feel.
This will be different.
Look,
Well, the
Richard
reason why
Day
I'm
said
saying
what a
that is
lot of us
because there's
feel.
no-
End game is where it ended for me. Yeah, you ain't alone, Rich. You ain't alone, Rich. A lot of people like, it's over with end game, and they really didn't give us anything after that we should care about. But to answer the question, which Marvel MCU TV series might get a second season? Basically, what they're saying is, and according to Daniel Rickman, Daniel Rickman, they're saying that Vision Quest could get a season 2. Are you guys looking forward to this? This is a series that is written by Terry Matalas, who wrote Picard season 3. Everybody that I know that I trust told me, hey, man, you got to go watch Picard season 3. I finally got around to watching it, and it's good. It is actually really, really good. He's doing Vision Quest. That's Terry Matalas' series. Do you at least have a positive feeling about this? Okay.
I had a positive
why,
thought.
Rock.
I had a
Go ahead,
positive
Rock.
thought. I was gonna say at least it's not Hawkeye with Yelena Belova season 2 and like Yelena Belova new Hawkeye fucking crossover team up we have to watch. At least it ain't her trying to push that shit. I mean that's a positive. Besides that, the dude's a good fucking actor. I always forget his name, but he's a good actor.
Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany.
Yeah,
But
Paul Bettany's dope.
Yeah, I mean I give him that. He's always been good at it, but they messed the character up in WandaVision bad. They fucking screwed the character up. Garbage in WandaVision. I mean, when they started doing the TV shit, that the writing just went to the side. I hated what they did to his fucking character. When he died in Endgame, that was it. It doesn't hold weight when you put them back together again. It makes no sense. We didn't put him together. A fucking 3D printer put him together. That was fucking. It had an AI interface that was integrated with a damn alien. We didn't put him together. No human being on Earth did that shit. You know what I mean? It made with vibranium. So how the fuck did some couple scientists that work for the fucking government all of a sudden just put them back together again? When this wire goes here and that one? It's like doesn't make any sense. The hell's the matter with you, fucking Marvel? Give me some continuity in your fucking movies, or don't. I mean, but if you don't, this is what's gonna happen. People like me that actually give a shit are gonna see little cracks forming and then become big fucking wide open holes, like Lex Luthor and Superman. Your portal's unstable. Get a fucking better one. Go to Peacemaker to get a better fucking portal, Marvel, because I'm talking too many metaphors.
So when we're talking about Vision Quest here, it's apparently supposed to come out mid to late 2026, possibly. All right, possibly. Terry Matalas is working on it now. So we will see if it comes out sometime between Spider-Man Brand New Day and Avengers Doomsday, which comes out
Terry
in December.
Metalis? Wasn't he the one that did the 3rd season of Picard?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Picard season 3.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I missed
that. So again, a quality showrunner is running this. So this has a possibility of being good. This might be the first thing that we've seen that has been legitimately good since, I don't know, man, what, like Deadpool and Wolverine? I don't know. It's been a minute since we got good.
If they let the dude do his job, then, I'll have a little bit of hope for it, because it's like, most of us, I would say probably everybody that was thinking of Picard season 3, were thinking, okay, this is going to be terrible. But that guy came and knocked it out of the park. It was like, holy shit! Like,
Chris Gore had to talk me into it.
You can save these things if you got the right person behind it. You can do it. It is.
But this is a TV show. This isn't a movie. Like
that was a TV show too. That was a TV show. That was a 3rd season of a TV show. So you had 2 bad seasons, and you had a guy come in for the 3rd season, and he knocked it out of the park and kind of, I don't want to say saved it, but it's like it made it watchable, and to the point where people are like, dude, you got to watch it. Like, if you're a fan,
I will give everything a fair shot, but I actually think that this might have something good to offer because of the guy
right person behind it.
Yeah, because of the person behind it. Chris Gore literally had to talk me into watching Picard season 3. When I did finally watch it, I was like, Chris was right. This is really, really good.
Same. I don't know if it was Chris Gore that did it, but it was somebody in that sphere. Like, I was hearing enough about it where I was like, fuck it, I'll give it a shot. And then I watched it and I was like, this is actually really good. Like, this is
it's like a solo season. Good. Did you have to watch 1 and 2 to watch?
No, absolutely.
That's
don't
cool.
Watch, like, actually, it's better if you don't.
Okay. Look, I saw season 1 and I was like, do I have to watch? They said, do not watch season 2.
Okay.
Don't even bother to watch.
I was saying that. I'm like, wait a minute.
Season 3. I was like, okay.
It stands on its own. It's a standalone season with a standalone director and everything, and like its own vision. And it's great. Like, it's done very well. And it's kind of the way that we've been asking about stuff for a lot of seasons of other shows in general. And if you have someone like that who actually respects the fans and cares, it's like they brought simple stuff, right? They brought back music, right? Like certain music cues that weren't in the show to begin with got brought back, which is what should be there to begin with. And it was like little things like that, like these little kind of whatever moments. And he did it, and it was great. It was fantastic,
shit, man. Fantastic, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, you could tell he cared.
I think the show would be interesting. I think it'll be cool. I mean, it's just I think the less that Marvel says about it is going to be more interesting to me. I just don't need to hear a lot of information about the show. I just need to hear who's writing it, maybe a small synopsis of it, but I don't need to know more than that. Like, I lose more interest the more Marvel throws at me. And I just feel like I want them to go back to those old days where you just threw a little bit of crumbs at me and the rest of it I was attracted to. So they
don't
need to
go
back to that formula again. Yeah.
Yeah, leave a little bit to the imagination. I agree, man. Yeah, sometimes they give a little bit too much. Oh, wait, hold up.
Pause.
T would be, I have to throw a pause in there on that. Look, let me finish it up. Let me finish up Marvel. Hold on. Let me throw another
Pause.
one. Let me finish up Marvel real quick with this one. It looks like the studio that did Eyes of Wakanda went bankrupt. Ooh, what happened?
I guess it wasn't Wakanda forever, huh?
It ain't Wakanda forever.
Bankruptcy forever. Bankruptcy forever.
They didn't have T'Challa there.
Dog, why are you doing like that, Angel?
That's
the first thing I thought when I seen this article. I was like, yeah, that's crazy.
They're gonna be out there being like, Umbam broke. That's what's gonna happen with that.
The animation sucks. Look at it. How many artists we know that got way better animation than that? Probably did it twice as fast, and that's some shitty animation. It's probably just a friend of a friend that wanted some fucking money. That's some shitty ass animation, man. That's like who is it? Montreal Eidos, Montreal, NetherRealm, all them fucking shitty ass studios that are like become big as shit, and it's got shitty ass artwork. But there's so much good artwork out there. You mean me behind, like I was saying earlier, with this comic I got, and DA wants to do this instead of going to these fucking crazy ass made by Pepsi and Wendy's. Fuck that. There's so many better artists, and this isn't something I'm trying to promote. That's some shitty ass artwork.
I didn't have a big problem with the artwork. The story was really the big issue for me, but the artwork wasn't inspiring. It was just kind of there. It was like it reminded me of Star Wars, the Clone Wars animation. You know, it had that kind of feel to it. You could kind of see it here. It just looks like Clone Wars animation. It's like I've never liked their animation either. So it's like, you know, whatever. But yeah, they're bankrupt. Obviously, this series did not do very well for the MCU, for Marvel, for the brand itself. The trailers, or excuse me, the series failed magnificently. You know, and it's a shame because there's probably some good stories you could pull out of this, but Marvel doesn't have the ability to do that. Yeah, look, the Clone Wars had better animation than this. I kind of agree, Mr. Fawful. I thought it was Clone Wars animation, and it was still bad.
When you said that, I was like, I can see these people being like, maybe they were inspired by Clone Wars, and this is like their rendition of it, and it's like they're mixing that with some kind of like they're maybe being inspired by Clone Wars. Yeah, I can see them having an inspiration for the artist possibly, but they're doing a shitty version of it. Look like they tried to trace, but they went off the line and started going sideways when they were tracing. It's got a weird fucking dimensions, and it's just
it just didn't work, man. It just didn't work. You know, they say, yeah, the show was a hit with critics and has an average score of 92% on the review aggregator. Audiences weren't so generous, awarding it 52%, though this didn't stop the show from rising to the top of Disney Plus charts after only a few days. It's not hard to hit the tops of Disney Plus charts because nobody watches Disney Plus. So if anything comes out on Disney Plus, it's probably going to rise to the top of the charts in a few days. Right?
Anything
like,
good,
I mean, that's just what Disney Plus is. Nobody
Anything
watches
decent.
that shit. Go ahead, Angel. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say that's like being the smartest kid in a retarded class. Like, it doesn't make any sense for them to be claiming that anything is good on Disney Plus. Like, I don't know. I hate when they put that stat out, but I never watched the show. I was not interested in it. The animation was not appealing. You know, the storylines was not appealing. If it's not about T'Challa, why are we watching this? If it's not connected to him in any way, why are we watching this? So
yeah, and then like some of the stories, even the stories themselves were just like bad stories, and it made the protagonists and the Wakandans look like pieces of shit.
Yeah,
like I did my review of it as soon as it came out, and I was like, bruh, y'all made the Wakandans look like assholes. Like I wouldn't want to be a part of like Eyes of Wakanda, and you made them all look bad. Like, so it's like, what's the point of watching this shit? The heroes aren't even heroic. Like, what are y'all doing out there, Marvel? But see, it was all about, you know, oh, well, we got to stand up for Wakanda. We got to be, you know, do what's right for Wakanda. But it's like, but the choices that these characters are making, like the second episode, the Wakandan, all of this stuff takes place back in the past. And I think this was like the Battle of Troy. And the Wakandan is literally stabbing his friend in the back. He's being a duplicitous asshole the entire show, and he literally stabs his friend in the back. And I'm like, is this a hero? Am I supposed to be like, oh yeah, this is the hero? Well, no, you know, you got to understand that these people stole Wakandan artifacts, and you know, it's like, come on, bro, come on, man. I don't rock with this crap just because this guy's black. But that's what it felt like. We should side with this guy because he's black. Yeah.
But is it me?
That's what it sounds like when reviewers or critic reviewers, they're always like, "Hey, if these hit certain boxes and everything." That's why it's like, you know, obviously Rotten Tomatoes is like nobody trusts that shit anymore. Nobody's trusted that for almost since it came out. But it's like now it's become even way more polarized to where you're just like, once you see stuff like that, you're like, nobody cares. If you see the critic reviews are at like 90% or better, you're like, oh, I'm gonna hate this. This is terrible. Like that's where most people.
I look at
look
at the audience reviews. If the audience reviews are under 90%, I question it. I'm not saying it's shit, but I question it if it's under 90%. Because usually if the audience is in love with it and everybody's rocking with it and it's like 99% from the audience or 98 or 97, something like that, I'm like, yeah, all right, it's probably pretty solid. But if it's like 83, 82, it's like, okay,
you can I don't know, divulge an idea based on like seeing those numbers. You're just like, okay, that adds up. And then, obviously watch it for yourself, like we all do, because we watch stuff more than most people do. And then you watch it and you're like, man, like that shit still doesn't add up. Like, no, okay. But if majority of people out there like it, hey, go for it.
But this is my thing. Can I ask a question?
I'll make a review about
go ahead,
it.
Angel.
I want to ask a question. Didn't you notice that a lot of people, when they watched the first Black Panther, that they rooted for Killmonger more than they rooted for Black Panther? And I think that's why they dropped this kind of series, because they rooted for that antagonist. They rooted for what he stood for. So it's like you have a lot of people out there that literally think that way. And they're rooting, like they're looking at that Wakanda series like, oh, I would have backstabbed my friend the same way. You know what I'm saying? People, people in the hood think the same way.
They cheered for the villain.
Yeah.
Why? Because the villain was basically saying that Wakanda was wrong for what it was that they was doing. Yeah.
He portrayed Wakanda as the villain because Wakanda was. And this is what I thought the story of Eyes of Wakanda was going to be.
And Wakanda was wrong in the whole, like the way that they went about stuff. Wakanda
because when
was
all the world wars,
assholes.
they sat back and they had all this crazy technology. They could have stopped it, right?
Chilling.
And they didn't. They just sat back and let it happen. And I figured in Eyes of Wakanda, it was going to be like, we didn't. We were actually these crazy spies that went in like Assassin's Creed, and overall we might have like assassinated like fucking off with their head. If you let them eat cake.
About it for how long?
They were actually the person that did that. There are people that actually set these events in motion. We just didn't see it because they were Black Panthers doing it, and they're very secretive and Jack the Ripper. Go through all this, make it look like redeem themselves, make it look like they weren't pieces of shit that just allowed this to happen for how many fucking years?
I would agree.
That's what I would have done.
There was that, but then also for how much time they technically had access to vibranium and everything like that when they became like more sophisticated than basically everyone else around them, is like, why didn't you help your brothers and sisters around you? Why didn't you do that? And it's like that's a massive question. Like, and they didn't they're not going to address that because that's too big of a question to address in a
that's
Marvel
the whole point
movie.
about Panther. He asked his dad, he's like, why didn't you help them? He's like yelling at him. He's like, you knew there was a kid there. You should have helped them. All these people you could have helped.
Outside, literally, they're literally inside their bubble. Everything is good. Literally inside of their own bubble that they created.
Well, let's hit these super chats. Thank you everybody for rocking it out with us. 238 people. If you can hit the like button, that helps us all out. We appreciate that. 238 watching. We got up to 250 at one point. We're starting to scale back. So hit the like button if you have not already done so. Let's hit these super chats before we move on. Shout out to Jacob Twig for 499. Says James Gunn is a one-trick pony. Yes, he is 1000%. We're about to hit this James Gunn topic in just a minute. So hang with us, Jacob, if you're already here. Thank you very much, because that's the next topic up. Appreciate that. 499. We're about to go. We're about to dive in, okay? Because James Gunn got me hot and bothered this weekend. So I want to talk about it. Leaning back.
I want to say it like that.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right.
Pause.
That might
got
be
a pause.
My pause.
It a couple of times. Lean back for $5. Said, did Rockefeller shave? So what's her name? Did you shave, Rock? Apparently so. Yeah. Apparently he did shave, for the ladies. All right. Shout out to the lady, whoever got Rockefeller to shave.
Rock looking like a porn extra.
It was the best that man could get.
Fannie Willis Booty for 499. It says Uncle T just wants to feel needed. He's waiting for y'all to ask him to join the chat. We rocking with your Uncle T. Shout out to Uncle T. He's got the link.
His
T
seat
got the
cold as
link, man.
shit,
T
so
don't
we
need
can
an
feel.
introduction, man. T
Oh.
knows he can join whenever he wants to, but if he chooses not to, he must have something going on the back end, and that's fine too, T. No problems there. We understand. All right, but yeah, T, he got the link. He knows what's up. Shout out to Fanny Willis Booty, who also has an emoji. In my opinion, Fanny Willis Booty got the best emoji of them all. Okay, if you are a member, go down and find the Fanny Willis Booty emoji because it's dope, and y'all can give Fanny Willis Booty some love. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. We also got Jacob Twig for 499. Off topic, but the Ang Lee Hulk is a masterpiece. Go rewatch it. I think I've said before that I prefer the Ang Lee Hulk even to the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton. You know, I thought that was the better Hulk movie. You know, with the Hulk dogs and all of that stuff. And Ang Lee is a great filmmaker, you know, and Eric Bana, I thought he did a really good job. Yeah, I think it's the better movie. Just being honest, I think it's the better movie. You know, even though I don't hate Edward Norton, I don't hate Ed Norton's Hulk. I don't. But I think Ang Lee's Hulk is the better movie. You know, that's just me being honest. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Jacob Twig. We got Dragon Master 0 dropping 5 Derek the DA memberships. Dragon Master 0. He is one of the top supporters on this channel. He always gives love. We appreciate him. Give him some love in the chat. If you guys know, Dragon Master 0 has his own emoji. So lace it up, hook it up with it. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, brother, for the 5 gifted memberships. Much love to you. Thank you. We got Fanny Willis Booty for $9.99. It says we need our superheroes to be in overwhelming situations where the villains are making us think that they might actually win. Kind of like when Thanos appears and kicks ass. Yeah. Like that's what you want. You want villains to be villains, heroes to be heroes, but you want the heroes to have to overcome tremendous obstacles. Not oh, it's so easy that I can just walk, you know, like kind of sleepwalk through this. No. You want your heroes to actually have to work for the win. That because again, we, the audience, we are putting ourselves in the hero's shoes. When we watch a movie, or a TV show, we are watching this through the hero's eyes, the protagonist, the main character. We're watching the show or the movie through their eyes, and we want to see ourselves overcome tremendous obstacles. That's the whole point of being a hero. You know?
So Fanny Willis, expect, in my opinion, I'm hoping, it's the Russo brothers. They're going to do, most filmmakers do what they go back to and have done before. I would assume we're going to see a Dr. Doom come in at the beginning of Avengers and hopefully get the spine cord scene where he just does his thing and rips somebody's spine out. Maybe Colossus or somebody's got to be impactful. Thor. It's got to be somebody impactful. And it'll be similar to Thanos fighting Incredible Hulk.
It has to be somebody that
we're gonna get a scene like that.
Too. It needs to be that strong to really establish dominance.
Yeah, he's gonna come.
Everybody, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Uncle T.
Hey, I got a clip for you, T. Like if DA is willing to play it. I mean,
who called my name? Who called my name? Who was calling my name?
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. T, what's up, bro? How you doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm good, man. Got a little bit of itis, but I'm good. Let's go.
Oh shit, man. He been eating. He been eating good. All right, look, let's whip through these super chats, and then we're gonna get on to the next topic because we got to talk about James Gunn and Peacemaker. All right, before we get up out of here. Shanatsky for 199 says, where was Wakanda when the slavers came? Very good question. When people were picking up people, look, when the European slavers were picking up cats on the African coast, all right, well, on them beaches in West Africa, and when they were picking them up and shuttling them off to the the Americas, where was Wakanda?
Hollywood never tells that story.
We shouldn't get involved, even though they had the ability to stop all of that shit. Oh, we shouldn't get involved. I always find that interesting stuff, man. I always find that.
Once you start looking at what you think once you understand like the timeline of how Wakanda was there, like the amount of time they had access to all this stuff, compared to history, you start realizing like, wait a minute, they just they didn't care. They didn't care at all.
at all.
Hey, I have a video for T. Like it's right there in the shared thing.
Okay, wait. Yeah, let's see.
It's
All
only
right,
like
T. We got a
10
video
seconds.
here. What you got for us, Cyfax?
Why would I give a damn what shape the motherfucking earth is? Why would I give a fuck about some shit like that? I will have no choice but to still live here and pay bitch ass bills. Shut up. Why?
There you go.
You got a hat like that, T? That's a pretty cool hat.
T, they calling you out for your flat earth bullshit. Do you have a
Whoa.
response?
I like
T's
that
about
hat.
to
It's
get
pretty
him.
cool.
You got the stage. You got the stage.
Look at that, y'all. Silence.
Bitch ass.
He has nothing for us, man. Cyfax put him like, hey, quiet down with that bullshit.
Wow.
Hey, Cyfax, you know you're gonna have to pay for that one day, man. T gonna come back. He gonna come back stronger. He gonna come
I've
back
seen that one.
stronger.
I've seen that. It's funny.
Now, he's like a Papa Doc right now. It's an 8 Mile moment.
Yep.
That seems like a pretty common one going around, because even a friend of mine who doesn't do the flat earth stuff, like he doesn't care, but he's like, man, did you see that video? And like he was telling me, and I was like, I thought I sent it to you. He's like, no, you didn't. So it's like, it seems like a
It looks
I don't
like
know,
flat
a
Earth has
like
been
a pretty
debunked.
common video.
T has no
Like, who gives a
response.
shit?
Flat Earth
I never heard him quiet
Debunk.
like that.
debunk.
Never
It's
heard you this
over,
quiet.
T. You gotta shut it down now, T. You gotta shut it down now, bro.
Yeah.
You've been called to the carpet and you have no response. You gotta
Like I was-
shut down the flat Earth nonsense. You gotta do it now. It's over. Let us never speak of this nonsense again. I'm cool with
Don't
it.
let Bunny Rabbit
Don't be
get away
trying to
with
throw
this.
it up now, man. Look at this dude, man. Look at this dude.
It's a
Thank you for
dome.
that, Cyfax. I'm gonna have to keep that. I might need to get that
It's a
clip.
dome.
Hey, can you
I'll
put
send it
that
to
in
you.
a
I'll
private
send it
chat?
to you. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
send
I'll
that
send
in a
it to you.
private
Love
chat
that.
so I can
Love
always
that.
have something on hand.
I got your back.
That
Watch
one.
this. Look, Trump came out, the president of the United
damn
States. He
flat
made a
earth
golden dome. He didn't make a golden sphere, right? So y'all tell me why. He made a go. I'm on your side, T. I got your back, bro.
Yeah, dude. Our StreamYard is still due next month. It don't make a difference, yeah.
Thomas called you out, man. Said T got burned. Woo! Hey, let's keep going with the super chats. Thank you guys. Alucard for $2. Woke is true racism. I've been saying it forever and a day, man. When you start speaking all of that woke garbage, man, it's straight up racism. You just don't want to call it. It is really racism, but it's reverse racism generally. All right. Like when James Gunn is talking to, and we're going to get to James Gunn in just a minute, but when he's talking to Danielle Brooks and he hands her the script, it says, hey, Danielle, can you read the script for this Peacemaker series and see if it's
Are you
okay?
with this?
Because we want to make sure that you're okay, but nobody else needs to give their approval. It's only Danielle. Bro, that's just like
I'll change it if you want me to, DA. I mean, it's if you don't want to say this, I mean, I will change it if you want me to. Did you watch it? He says it on the podcast. He goes, it's like the white dude's like, well, I wanted him to come out and say, you know, like very impactful. I'm surprised he didn't make him say the N-word. That would have been great. I don't give a shit. He just say
that's
the
what he
N-word.
should. Look, he didn't go
Danielle,
far enough.
Are you
If he
okay
really
with him saying the
wanted to
N-word? Is
do
that okay?
this-
I can change it. No,
Look, if he really wanted to do
you ain't
this, he
changing
would have
shit.
said,
That's
we're
part of the
going
show.
all the way to the wall. We are going to all, and she wouldn't have went for that. She wouldn't have went for that. So yeah, he's kind of weak, man. He's kind of weak. We're going to get to that in just a minute. Appreciate that. All right, we got Andrew Fay. So he says, sir, sorry to go political. Uh-oh. All right, we got to dig
Here we
in.
go.
Gotta get serious.
Here we go.
But I just had an idea, and I want to share it with the OGs. A live stream where someone uses a bullhorn to read super chat messages targeting libtards at protests. I can hold my own. Thoughts? That would be dope, man. Can you imagine that, man? A live stream. All right.
You guys
a
said you want
live
me to get a
stream.
bullhorn
Somebody
and
walking
tell me
around
where to
live
go?
streaming, somebody with the bullhorn. All right. And targeting libtards, reading super chats directly to that audience. Bro,
I think what you're thinking
be,
is more it's a megaphone, not a bullhorn. But I mean,
but no,
they're
I get
kind of
the
same
point. I
thing.
get the point.
Libtards,
Yeah.
attention. I need libtards attention. I have a tweet I need to read right now. I think I found my call to action. You guys let me know when and where.
I don't know.
I'll
I
be
would
there.
watch every day. Hey, look, Rock, we can set you up on the campus somewhere. You could walk around with a bullhorn.
I'm
Nah,
here
dude, that's
live
one of our
via the
ICE
DA's
detention
office.
center.
DA, what do you guys want to say? Hey, libtards, listen up, you idiots. I'll just start talking.
I'll walk around with you. Let's go. I mean, I don't know. People don't bother me. It might be because I'm a decent sized dude. I don't know. Like, it's funny because I see these protests, and I have seen some of these people who actually do target people who I think, I mean, as far as the video go, look like they're like decent sized people, and I'm like, oh wow, yeah, the libtards are willing to go ahead and I don't know, push around or try to push around somebody, and as soon as they do, they immediately get knocked the fuck out, which is exactly the response that they should get. But I'm
We don't
just
wanna get
curious
knocked
how
out,
that
but-
would work.
We can have DA
they
organize
get
it.
rocked like every
you guys
single
tell
time.
DA
I've
where
not
you want me
seen
to show
one
up.
where it's like, hey, libtard won. No, that doesn't
That would be
work at all.
disturbing the peace, they said. 3412 Studios. But you know, again, that would be like honest, man. Like the audience is super chatting what they want you to say on a megaphone around all of these wokes.
True.
That would be dope, man.
If I wasn't if I wasn't directing it towards somebody and I wasn't vulgar, I could say it. Like if somebody's like, tell them to go F themselves, you know, it said like F, I say, go yourselves, libtards. I could censor myself in real time and I wouldn't be saying anything vulgar.
Yeah,
you know, I could just say,
talk
if I was
YouTube
like,
chat.
go
Andrew
F yourself
Faye,
and talking directly to somebody is saying it in the air and standing there saying it.
Yep.
It's my freedom of speech.
Let me say this,
It's about how
Andrew-
I'd go about it.
Andrew Faye, this is a great idea. This is a great idea, bro. And you would make a ton of money if you did this yourself, or if you found somebody to do this. Whoever does this is going to make a shit ton of money. All right. They're going to make a lot of money because the super chats would just be flowing. All right. Maybe we'll try to get it kicked off somewhere. Well, one of these days, we're going to have to sit down and start working on some new ideas for the channel.
We'll do it. We'll do it, and we'll mob up. We'll mob up. Like
I'll send Cyfax to Compton, and I'll say, "Hey, Cyfax, here's the megaphone.
Let's do
Lord.
it. Let's go.
Oh Lord.
Here's the megaphone. Go out to the Compton SWAT hall."
What do you think people are gonna chat in and have him yell in Compton? This white dude walking through Compton with a megaphone. All you gotta do is send in a super chat. You can have him say whatever he wants and scream. That's not gonna last very long.
Bruh, yeah, I don't know. We might have to work on that one. But thank you very much, Andrew Faye, for the $19.99 and the fabulous idea. I honestly think somebody gonna pick this up and run with it. Miss Sparkles, member for 3 months. What are you guys going to be for Halloween? I can tell you guys what I'm gonna be for Halloween. I'm doing Taro Sakamoto.
I'm being Uncle T.
I already told her last night or yesterday, whatever. I'm gonna be useless. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue to be useless.
T, you got a Halloween costume set up, bro?
I don't really do Halloween.
Huh?
Do you got a Halloween costume, man? We should do a Halloween stream. Is Halloween go? What is our Halloween Sunday? Let me see.
Dude, YouTube and Chill falls on Halloween. It's on a Friday.
It's on a Friday.
So if we do.
It's on a Friday.
Yeah.
We could do something.
Okay, so we could do maybe. Ooh, yeah, maybe the 26th.
Why don't you do a special episode?
Do
Why don't you do YouTube and Chill for me and do a special episode?
And I might jump on with YouTube and Chill with my Taro Sakamoto cosplay for sure.
There you go. I'll dress up like Uncle T.
I'll jump up.
T, what are you gonna be?
You know, in some type of costume. I don't know what yet.
The message is right there on the screen. What are you going to do for Halloween? What you doing?
I don't celebrate Halloween.
What? You ain't never
Come on,
dressed up?
Lex Luthor?
You ain't gonna do Lex Luthor?
As an adult, no.
Just put on a suit. Just put on a suit. You say you're Lex Luthor. Come on.
Somebody said you should be Blade in the chat. Come on, man. Go get you some swords in your back. You can put some leather chaps on. Keep your ass out for the girl.
Blade would be legit as fuck.
You know,
should
some
go
leather
with Blade.
pants for the girls. And then when she's done, be like, I'm putting my sword out, baby. When we get off the chat.
There's nothing wrong with wearing all black, man.
You know, if anything, I always wanted to be for Halloween. I always wanted to be a Ghostbuster. So, you know.
Do that then, man.
Do that, man.
You got the money for it.
No, I don't celebrate. No, because I'm the one who's going to be having the treats over here. While everybody else is freaking, I'm going to have the treats.
You don't gotta celebrate Halloween.
Are you got? Wait. You having a Halloween party, bro?
On my dick? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn. Straight to the point.
His dick's gonna be full.
See, I
of
can't get T to do shit right. can't
I
get
don't know
she-
if you want your
I
dick
can't
to
get
be
this dude to
surrounded
do
by
nothing
candy,
right, man.
dude. Like, because that sounds kind of pedophilic. But okay.
I don't eat
yeah.
candy. I don't eat candy. I don't eat candy except for
Yeah. Neither does anyone else, other than what, children. Like, you need to stop that. Like,
No, I don't do it, man. I'm
you're setting yourself up. You're setting
not a
yourself up
candy
with
guy.
that one.
Boss. Not a
Hey,
candy guy.
let's keep it
I'll have
going. Lean
Just
back.
said it.
Shout out to Lean Back, gifted one Derek to DA membership. Shout out to you, Lean Back. Thank you very much for gifting that membership. We appreciate it. We got Mac for 2. Wonder Man is a race swap, so trash. Oh yeah. Look, I already know Wonder Man is not, just from the initial like premise. When they started saying Wonder Man, and I'm like, what is Wonder Man going to be about? And as I kept reading, and obviously the race swap, but they said this is going to be a celebration of acting. That's what they said Wonder Man is going to be about. A celebration of acting. That's what the show is about. I'm like, I have no interest in this shit at all.
Virtue
This
signaling.
sounds stupid.
A whole bunch of fucking crazy actors that are that haven't been acting in a while. They're gonna virtually gonna show up, be like, "Oh my god, I've been wanting to meet you. You're the best actor I've ever seen." Like every episode is gonna have a certain actor show up that they're gonna virtue signal the fucking shit out of. That's what Wonder Man's gonna be.
It's crazy, man. All right, last one before we get to James Gunn and Peacemaker. Dragon Master Zero, member for 12 months. He says, you know who the left hates more than Trump? Non-white conservatives who support him and MAGA. Why? Because they don't bend over to DEI. Exactly. Like, even if you are, yeah, because look, even if you're just a regular person, you're not necessarily a Trump supporter, but you're just like, you know what? I just support normalcy. Normalcy, and DEI is not normal. All right. Pushing agendas like DEI is not normal. So the fact that, the left really does support or hate people that are just normal people, they're not necessarily Trump supporters. They like MAGA. They say, hey, MAGA's the better alternative than, everything else that's out there. It's the better alternative. They don't rock with that. And so they can't stand people, all right, that are just regular, normal, ordinary Americans. They can't stand them. They need you to rock with their ideology. And if you don't rock with their ideology, they can't stand you. All right. They hate your guts. Yeah. Real talk. Thank you very much, Dragon Master Zero. All right. Look, we got a lot of super chats that we had to go through. Thank you, each and every one of you guys. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead and give some super chat love for all the folks that dropped super chats. Everybody thank them as I'm thanking them. Here you go. Yes, indeed. And then let's thank the new members who just joined. We got Dragon Master Zero dropping 5 new memberships. Also, Lean Back dropped 1. So that's 6 total memberships that came through this session. Another, what is that? We add that to the beginning. So that's 16 brand new members to the DA. Hey, everybody, thank you. We appreciate that. Here you go. All right, let's get to this next topic right here. James Gunn, he's revealing the truth, the brutal truth about Earth X's Augie Smith, the Blue Dragon. So I don't know if you guys watched. Well, I know you guys watched, but the folks out there in the audience, James Gunn revealed the Blue Dragon, which we were going back and forth with. Is the alternative the white dragon or the red dragon, all of that bullshit. But at the end of the day, the Earth X Blue Dragon apparently is a good guy. He's a nice guy. He's a wonderful guy. All right. He's not the asshole that the original red dragon was back on the regular Earth. And so a lot of people were like, oh man, it's a shame that this character got killed, and damn, it's too bad. We wish we could have saw more of him. I thought this was interesting because James Gunn, look, Robert Patrick, who is the actor that plays the Blue Dragon and the Red Dragon, He is a straight up conservative. No question at all about it. You know, that guy's conservative through and through. So I thought it was interesting that, you know, he kind of, you know, paints this picture of, you know, this guy being like an ultra racist. And then he finds, you know, Robert Patrick to play this character. But here's the real issue. Okay. The real issue is that Peacemaker, this second season, has absolutely flopped. Nobody's watching this shit, man. Let me bring this up. Nobody's watching this. Peacemaker ratings tank, proving James Gunn Superman doesn't work. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is nobody cares about this character. Nobody cares about this universe. And people are checking out slowly but surely. All of this racial bullshit that James Gunn decided he wanted to put in Peacemaker season 2, it was there in Peacemaker season 1. I'm not saying it wasn't, but nobody wants racial like conflict in their superhero universe. Like they didn't do this shit with the MCU, and I understand people didn't like necessarily. Not everybody thinks the MCU is like the cinematic universe that they wanted, but it's like, why would you put all of this racial bullshit this early into your cinematic universe? Why would you do this? This seems like a recipe for disaster from the very beginning. The fact that James Gunn didn't understand that tells you everything you need to know. This guy should not be leading the DCU. He should not be the guy heading DC Comics, DC TV shows or movies. This guy doesn't get it. The fact that he put all of this racial bullshit in the second season of Peacemaker, tying all of this in with Superman, it's like, bruh. I mean, am I wrong in saying that this was a stupid start? Forget Sidney C. Can you get your look? He can't get his mind off of Sidney Sweeney for like 5 seconds. We can't even talk.
I was reading what was on here. I didn't know that had that, man. I didn't know. You want me to tell the truth or what?
Listening? Like,
nah, he was.
Was
it a mistake to put racial bullshit into the DCU this early?
Yes.
Can you expound on that, sir? Can you explain why was that a problem to put racial conflicts and all of these storylines into the DCU in your third project?
I think it's unnecessary to dwell on something that, so what? Nobody that's not a storyline that needs. How is that going to galvanize people? Yeah, it gets people talking, but I don't think that makes the DC universe, movie universe, any stronger than it was, man. If anything, it makes them weaker, man, because it's like plot device, man. Plot device for nothing, man. This season has been totally a nothing burger, man. And it's sad because he's a better writer than what's coming off right now, man. Like, pause. But I think it's unnecessary, man. It's unnecessary for we as a nation. We're never going to get past the ugly atrocities that happened today and happened yesterday and happened before. But, for those of us that are just trying to move forward, we're trying to move forward. This offers no solutions to anything. Why bring it up? It's just pain. It's just racial porn. That's it. For what? Does nothing, dude.
No, I agree. And that's the problem. Is that I guess in James Gunn's head, like, these are important, discussions that we need to have right now.
What discussion?
They want to talk about slavery, but
you think a big breast black woman is going to outrun all those people?
Thank you. Yeah, not even that. Hollywood is
that's actually the most unbelievable thing in everything we've seen. Is like that fat bitch is going to outrun any of those people.
Go back and watch the actors soft jogging, trying to
they
keep
go
up
out
with
of their way to like do yoga and be in shape. Like, what are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here! Like, obviously she got the fuck out of there, but I mean, what? Because of plot convenience.
If you see Big Dude,
and then
brother,
how was your? Okay, like, and
you can take a 7-foot leap in one fucking step.
They missed the most obvious and easy joke ever. And I mentioned this when we were talking about it before, but it's like she jumps into a pool. Why do all of them jump into the pool? They should have all surrounded her in the pool and then sat there and been like, so one of the white dudes or white people in general could have just been like, well, wait till she fucking drowns, like, just do that as like, that's an easy, obvious. If you're going to go racial with it, go all the way.
I think he should have wrote
just
a dialogue
slam
scene
him for
his side back.
It would have been way funnier.
She should have
It would've
talked to
been
the audience
100%
and herself.
funnier.
She should have looked at the pool and said, "What am I gonna do? I can't swim." Right before she goes and jumps in and realizes it's only waist height.
Well, it's like you're already running slower than everybody else, but then your next thing is to jump into a pool
Do it, James Gunn,
while
bet you
people
won't.
are following you. Like, how is that your excuse of like what? Nothing about that makes sense. Everything about that scene is terrible. Everything it's so bad to where it makes no sense. I mean, like like I said, if you're gonna do it, just go ahead and like go full racism with it. Be like, do the black people can't swim thing. Do it.
No,
just do it.
Even better.
Just
You wanna talk
fucking
about-
do
If
it.
he had did that,
Just do
it would have been
running.
hilarious.
How
If
would
he
have
had
been
way
leaned around the
funnier.
pool? I know
If
she
he had
weightless,
leaned
but
into black people
man,
can't
weightless.
swim, I would have fell out laughing. I would have
It
been like,
would
all
have
right,
been way
James,
funnier.
you're redeemed, man,
Even her
because
in a
I'm
weightless
laughing my
pool.
ass off right now.
Yeah.
That would have been great. Yeah, like why
Little
did she
Asian
jump
picking
into
her
the
ass
pool?
up.
It made no sense. We were talking about it on Thursday when we were breaking
Yeah.
it down. By the way, we will be breaking down episode 8, the final episode. We've been breaking them down all season, okay, on the Thursday nightcap. So make sure you guys join us. Oh, man, we got a full slate. I don't know if you're watching Tron Ares, but I'll be watching Tron Ares
Are you
on Thursday. I'm watching it Thursday, and then
need to get my
I'm racing home because I got I think I got 7:15 tickets. So I'm watching Tron Ares. I'm racing home, and I'm starting a nightcap. I'm gonna try to watch Peacemaker before I watch Tron Ares because I think Peacemaker drops at 6 o'clock.
You gotta
And
watch
then
the
I'm watching
finale.
Tron
bro.
Ares,
I'll get my
and
ticket.
then I'm racing
I'll
home.
meet you guys
It's
out
gonna
there.
be wild, man. But look, we're gonna get it done. Don't worry, we're gonna
You
get it
got a
done.
lot in your butt. You got a lot in your plate. Get some sleep, bro.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try. But yeah, why did she jump into the pool? I have no idea. Okay,
And
And she gonna
so-
jump in the pool and get
so
her
the-
hair wet? What
so
black
the
girl
3-foot
gonna
Asian can
jump
pull
in
her
the
out.
pool and get her
I
hair
know,
wet?
yo, for real.
none.
For real, yo.
The
With
60-pound
It's like
Asian had to
James
pull her
Gunn
out
don't
with
know
one
black
hand. That's why.
She
Like
got
a
some
black
big old
woman would
cheekies, though.
never
She got
jump
some
in the
big
pool at
old-
that point.
She got
You
some
don't
big
know
old
black
yabos.
women.
She got some big old yabos, so those will make her float. She got some.
Hey T, when she's running, we'll go back and watch the scene when she's running. Boom, boom.
They just
boom,
bop, 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 bop. They just
boom,
double
boom,
dumping. They just
boom.
double dutching. Just
They double dutching, bro.
you know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah, do you have the
Round
3D
slam.
the
Boom,
3D
boom.
one? Is that
I'm
is
going
that
at
the one you're going
7:15.
to?
Yeah, I think that's the 3D one. Yeah, I think that's the
Okay.
3D.
Okay.
Come
Okay,
on, man.
cool.
The titties is tittying. Y'all better
Yo,
stop.
yeah,
acting
them
like
yitties.
they're not tittying. They
The
double
Yiddies
dutch.
was like, hey.
Levitate, baby, baby.
It was double dribble. It was back in Nintendo days. Double dribble.
Yeah, they were on it.
Come on, man. Yeah, come on.
Damn right.
Look. This was the worst part about that particular episode, right? We had Judo Master, playing Scrabble, and this is what they had to say.
If he's so awesome, why'd he move to Nazi world?
I didn't say he was smart. I'm sure he didn't even notice. Sad part is, I'm not so sure this Nazi world is as different from our own world as we wish it was.
Ugh, that was the worst line.
Again,
Is Judo Master a wag? Is he a wag? What the fuck?
No, he's a gay Asian dude.
yes,
That's all it is.
he's a twink. Yes, he is.
He is a wag. Oh man. Hey,
I don't even know what that stands for. Like,
he
You
doesn't
don't
stand
wanna-
for it. It's
It's just
It's such a
He's one of
fucking message, man. It's like it is so on the nose. That's what I hate when they're so on the nose. They're not even hiding
hair
it.
dry. How is her hair not kinky? That's what we want to know, D. Pause.
look. Her hair look good. She got the braids from the roots out, and it goes out, and then it gets fanned out.
Tell me, man,
I
you
give her
get
that.
on
She's got
her
good looking hair.
program,
Her hair look good.
You give this
So good.
girl, you
Hey,
give this
DA.
girl you give her the GL1P shot, and
She does nice braids.
your whole world is gonna change. I'm telling you, give her Ozempic. She's gonna be popping.
DA, check out the private chat. There's some pictures of her that I want Uncle T to see.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like
Hey,
See,
hold on.
that's what I'm
hold
talking
on,
about.
hold
Just
on.
like her own world.
See,
They're
see?
so.
All right,
They
hold
wanna talk
on.
about
See,
slavery,
we got to
but they
get
don't
to
wanna talk
we
about
got to
it.
get
It
a
pisses
we
me
got
off.
to we got to get a rating. All right, hold on a second. We got to get a rating. Let's go ahead and jump over to this. Let me drag this over here.
The
we
leftist
were
Hollywood
talking
always want
about
to talk
the
about
biddies.
slavery and this and this ideology of one side, but there's no
All
way
right,
to get to
T.
slavery.
All right,
and
wait.
never get to the
T is
other
up.
side.
Hold on, Rock. Hold on, Rock.
Okay.
Let's go, T.
Dick. Cheek.
I need a
dick.
rating.
It's gonna take a few more beers.
And that's coming from a dude who doesn't drink. So I mean that means a lot.
Take a few more beers.
T, now T, we need a rating because Sydney Sweeney's mid, so we need chat wants to. They're trying to get a scale right now.
They like neck and neck. They like neck and neck.
Is that better? T, is that better? Is that better?
Jesus Christ!
You just heard it. This is Sydney Sweeney or Tide. You got it, chat. There's your answer.
Hey, T, is Sydney Sweeney is a 6 in your eyes? What we got going on here?
She is a strong 3, but she got some $5,000 shoes on, some red bottoms. I mean,
she's at least a 6 or a 7, a 6 at least.
What?
A 6 at least. I'm not saying
Angel
she's
like
a
that.
dime,
Huh?
at least
You like that, don't you, Angel? Angel said, "Hey, give me a dime."
Angel telling me like that.
What? A little pushy, you know what I'm saying?
What?
I can handle that. It's nothing. Look at
Angel
this.
says, "Man,
Oh man, she looks like a ketchup bottle. She looks like a ketchup bottle if you're trying to squeeze it. You're trying to say it's disqualified. Disqualified. Period. I'm putting my damn rant on. No, there's no way. Come on, man.
Wait. Angel, what did you say again? Give me that number one more time, sir.
I'm saying she's still a 6. It's better. I'm not saying she a 3. She ain't a dime. Put it like this: if she was walking through the Bronx, I mean, she'll get an odd look.
She looks like a
dime down, and you're gonna get changed.
You
can throw a dime down and get changed for this one. Get the
you don't want to know what's going on.
I'm a husky guy myself. You don't want to know. I'm a husky guy myself, so I like husky girls. You know what I'm saying?
She look like a
little husky girl.
A big
At least I
sharpie.
know I'm gonna be well fed. She's gonna keep me warm in the winter in the
That's what you
Bronx.
want. You want
know
on
what
the
I'm saying?
blackboard here.
Yeah,
Here, put it on
that's
the
what I'm
blackboard. That's what she looks like.
I'm worried
Whiteboard.
about that. Yeah.
So somebody says 7.7.
She's
What on the
taken care
Richter
of. She'd
scale?
ask
Like,
me
is
for
that
What
what's
is
happening?
that?
She's gonna
is
ask
that?
me what I want for lunch. Like, this is the type of woman I want in my life. Yeah, I don't give a damn. Yeah,
Wait. Let me ask y'all this: is this
She looks like a
before
Galaxy OS. She
or
looks like
after
a
she?
Samsung Galaxy?
Is this before or after you've been married for 20 years? Like, what the fuck?
Well, I'm wondering if this is before or after she lost the weight. Because remember, she lost weight.
Yeah.
So what was she like before she lost the weight?
How dare you? How dare you?
She don't look sloppy, and I mean, you ain't seeing, big old love handles like that. Like,
Hey, good for you, girl. I see you out there. You awesome in Peacemaker. If you watch, you gotta be
about this. The camera always puts on like
Angel
10
is
pounds,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Look, this is Angel. You know what, Angel? Hey, look, Angel, he's kind of a bigger dude, so he gotta.
Come on,
yeah,
man.
He kind of a bigger dude, so I can understand it. He likes them big, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm a bigger dude. That's still unacceptable.
Wait, hold on. That is not peen worthy, okay? I'm not putting my peen in that. That's a fucking big Sharpie. Pause. What
Joyce
is that?
is gonna be cracking.
Yo, we all need a Sharpie to tag up sometimes, though, son.
You gotta tag it up. All right, that's all you had to say. You want to be chopped, huh?
So what?
That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna nail a billboard sign just so you can like tag up on the back there. Like, what the?
Come on, yo. We all have mopeds in our lives, yo. We all had a moped in our lives. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in our 20s.
Like,
hey, how old is everyone here? 30-year-old.
Yo, I'm just saying. Keep it real. We all had a moped in our
Apple
life.
don't make that. Apple don't make a moped. They don't make a moped. That's a Y pad.
Mom said Angel needs all that loving, man. He needs it all, man. He wants a full.
We could pass all the loving to Angel because apparently he wants it and he needs it.
Yo,
find a west.
It's all good, yeah.
What's your name? Shadiah Brooks, right? The actress.
Roller in a field of flower.
Danielle Brooks.
Danielle Brooks. I don't want to think Shadiah.
You talk about me. You want to talk about me?
I love your work, Danielle. You're awesome.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Oh well, there we go.
That's what you probably got to
It's getting cold out here, yo. It's big boy.
Well, we know what happened to Arjun too. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me.
Oh well, it's big boy winter right now. People like you, they're going away for the winter. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
girls
look, I was with you.
This
Angel,
right here.
I was with you here. I was with Angel here. I was with him. I was like, okay,
maybe I should have sent you that one only, man.
That's the only one you needed to see.
She don't look happy there though. Look how miserable.
The rest of them.
She like
Bruh,
she
the
don't
rest
like
of them
like
was
Well, that's the first one I
that-
seen. You
that
know, I
just
didn't really
touch-
pay
that
attention.
just-
All right,
I
all
wanted
right.
a rating.
That
That's
is
all.
touch
Right
up
here, she
7
look
ways
like
to
Santa
Sunday,
Slay.
dude.
She looked like Santa Slay. And then on the other
I-
picture, she looked like all his
You get the other pictures, but she actually looked happy in the other picture.
Look, to everybody in the
This
chat,
one
I
is
have
like this.
standards. I'm just saying, yo,
This
she gotta
AI
look
too.
decent.
Look
She
at
gotta have a
this.
decent
You try to
face.
That
fool
the
us with
chat
AI
is
photo. You
Come
AI'd
on.
us. This is an AI photo. Look at this
Come on,
airbrush.
but back in the West Coast, she's a
His
Thorthon, though.
standards
She's a
just come
Thorthon back
down.
in the West
His
Coast.
standards just
Let's
have
just
like
keep it
I don't
real.
know, like
She's a
you
Thorthon
know,
on the
rope
West Coast.
down, and like his
She's a
standards need to be
Thorthon.
roped down
East
a
Coast,
little
too.
bit and like really brought
Wow.
in. You know,
Thorthon's
to
a
make
cool
sure that
dude.
shit's tied down before you transport it. That's
She
his
just like
standard.
some hot Cheetos, some soda, some Funyuns. She good to go.
Woo!
Jesus Christ.
All right, my bad. I'm good.
Hey, no, Angel. We now we know.
We know
Now
you're
we
good.
know,
We
bro.
you're
Now
good.
we know.
Okay, when Mega Khan get
We
cracking,
all
then you
go-
gonna see
look,
me
man.
going out there like,
Hey, look, everybody needs love. That's
Damn
all I
right.
got to say. We all
Yeah,
need
don't
love.
Somebody for everybody.
And Danielle Brooks needs love, and Angel's willing
that's
to
her
give
name?
it to her.
That's
Okay,
her
Danielle
yeah,
Brooks.
Angel's
That's
like,
Jesus.
yeah.
When we're at a MegaCon, and
Adebayo
also
is a
there's
character
there's
she
a certain
plays.
smell that's coming around. It's actually not going to be Angel. It's actually going to be the people that are around Angel. It's going to be a bunch of fat bitches like
oh
this.
well.
Well,
It's gonna be
it's
fine.
the
Y'all
big
taking shots like Jimmy Dallas the media.
Yeah.
It's a BBW summer though. It's a
Oh,
BBW
hi,
summer.
Cal.
Really?
Make sure you send
Hey,
emails.
you
hate
serious
mail to
too, huh?
Shy
You
Fat.
like
That's
this
all
peanut
you
butter
need.
No, I'm
and
just
jelly
saying.
with them chicks?
Look,
Like a-
I don't
it's like
discriminate,
peanut butter
dude.
and
I'm
jelly.
just saying, if she look cute, she's decent, she's clean, she ain't chubby as hell. She ain't like, you know, back Ricky Lake fat back in the days. You know what I'm saying? She's all right. She's decent. She's somebody in the Bronx that you
Apologize
look
to
at.
your
She
Hey,
be all
in that
right.
picture,
I-
I'll give
I-
you that. She
yeah.
looked
When she's
decent
dressed
in
up, she
that
look
picture, but
Look. Everybody
Is that
got a
what you would
type.
go for?
All of us got a
Yeah.
type that,
Man.
you know, if you tap into our type, it you know, it might not rock for everybody, but it worked for me. All right.
That's
So
right.
everybody got a type. All of y'all out there got a type. Danielle Brooks she's somebody's type. Apparently Angel's type.
No,
And there's
that's
nothing
good.
wong with that, man. But bruh.
She's doing a thing right now.
That's Ozempic, I'm with you. Ozempic and a trainer.
Well,
Man,
Joe.
what if he
it's
was on
the
losing
big
streak?
show.
What if he was on?
I do have standards though.
What if he was on a drought, T? What if it was a drought, T? Huh? He
He's a
was on
slum
losing streak.
buster. He's a slum
You know what I mean?
buster.
You know what I
You
mean?
said a couple of beers more.
Woo.
He was
He's a
on
fucking-
Hey,
there.
look.
Don't act
While
like
we
you know.
out here cracking up and laughing and bullshitting, staccato, Diaz!
Good one there, man. Damn, 20? What's that? Like 200?
If I
My
ever come out to
man.
the West Coast, I'll get my teeth done by you.
You like,
Get a
hey,
teeth
you like,
in.
you like,
Oh, man.
He came through with the 2020
you look like a magic marker. It's like a big magic marker.
with the 2020
Tag it up, son.
win.
Tag it
My
up.
dog, Staccato DDS. Give him some love, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks,
Yes.
Staccato. It's 20 new gifted memberships that's out there floating in the marketplace. Hey, guys, if you watch this, hey, man, look, the DA's office ain't really where we get crazy. We get crazy on the nightcap, so make sure you come and check out the nightcaps on the after hours. And thank you very much, Staccato DDS. We appreciate that. 20 new memberships. I think that makes 16 plus 20, 36 for the
That's a
night.
good night.
Kata's in
Hey,
the
that's a
chat.
good night,
What's
man.
up,
That's a good
Kata?
night. We
What's up,
appreciate
Kata?
Staccato for doing what he do. Thank you, guys. Let's
Kata's-
give some love to the new members that came on via Staccato DDS. We appreciate you, brother, as always. Hit Staccato up. He got his own emoji. He was like the first one with an emoji. All right, the DDS emoji. So give him some love. We appreciate that. And then we're going to get on to the next topic. Here you go. All right, check this out. Did y'all know that it was James Bond Day? Happy Bond Day. Have a martini on us. This is the James Bond. Yeah, it was today, October 5. They posted this up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Happy Bond Day. You know, so I didn't even know there was such a thing as a James Bond Day. But they got this little clip together showing all of the James Bonds that have been out there throughout the years. Pierce Brosnan, Obviously, you know, Sean Connery. Who's your favorite Bond? All right, Sean Connery is mine.
Man, if it's Bond day, just make sure that, you know, any of your friends out there doing gangster shit, you post their Bond, and then you could say it's your Bond day. There you go.
And your friends that are doing gangster shit. How do you define gangster shit?
Ones. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like,
not
that you're jailed for.
Badass scene right there. Badass fucking scene. But that's my boy right there. Yeah. Come on. If you're my age, which, you know, I don't want to.
So Pierce is yours?
If I'm telling my age, man. Pierce Brosnan,
GoldenEye
was my first film I watched like in the movie theater. Like the other ones, you know, I wasn't old enough to experience in the theater. And seeing that, I was like, this is pretty cool. And I really loved the twist. Spoiler alert, with Sean Bean. You know what I mean? At the end, I was like, you know, for England, James. It was like really poetic and like Shakespearean. I was like, I was young as fuck. I think I was like 11, maybe, you know, and I was like, this is kind of crazy. I was like, I never thought I'd like, you know, being a spy would be this kind of cool, you know. It's like they're really like not only the professional as shit. I always like look up to people in suits of professionals who's like posh and dickheads. I'm like, oh, actually, they're pretty fucking awesome. Driving sports cars, having sex with crazy hot women, and shooting fucking guns off. I'm like, I didn't think fucking these assholes did that. And then right there where you see like the chain, Sean Bean has a scarf, and it's like, there's a lot more to this shit than ever. I just never knew. I was in the comics looking for the big explosion and all that, not realizing it's right fucking here. You know, it's just not painted all crazy and, you know, blue and red and pizzazz and fire. It's all right there. And GoldenEye was a great fucking film, man. Love GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was great, but I would say with the Craig films, right? Like the beginning of that, like that first like 20 minutes with all the parkour stuff going on. Like that was a great reintroduction to James James Bond, right? Like that was just, it was awesome. And I was like, I thought that was a great way to reintroduce that for people who haven't seen it in about, I don't know, 15 years or like about 10 years, however long it was from, so it was GoldenEye. They had like one or two more, like what is it, like A Day After Tomorrow or something. That's whatever that name was.
It was the I think The Day After. No, it wasn't
Tomorrow,
The Day After.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Tomorrow Never Dies. And then,
they had one
was that
more.
the one with Halle Berry? Shit, I forgot.
That might have been it. But it was about roughly about 10 years later. And then so when Craig came into the scene as the new Bond, that like introduction scene and then that whole movie in general was actually a really good introduction back into like the James Bond world for people who wouldn't have known that or weren't interested in it or didn't really care. Like they did it really well. And then they kind of screwed it up with the next couple of movies that came out because it was like they were so forgettable. But that was good, and I can understand why people would think that like Craig is their like that's their new James Bond. But I know I grew up around Brosnan, you know, like Brosnan, like that guy's. I mean, even when you see him and stuff now, it's like, dude, that guy's just like. He's still fucking awesome, and everything he's in is just like it's like, dude, he still just has like that debonair kind of like I don't know, assassin, like whatever. Like he's Bond.
He's that guy.
He's always Bond. He's always Bond.
You know, so everybody always says Casino Royale and GoldenEye, but they're not the same. Like they're two different.
Not at all.
You know,
GoldenEye is because we grew up around playing the video game, and also that.
Casino Royale is a great film. I hate when everybody's like, "Oh, GoldenEye's the best." Casino Royale, fantastic film. Showcases James Bond. People say, "Oh, it's boring. It's a card game." It's like it's not. It's a 3-piece stage presentation. You know, the beginning entrance scene, what you were playing right there, D.
It's a great three style play or whatever. Which is what movies are.
Mm-hmm.
It has 3 acts to it, and those 3 acts all play out in the way that they should. And they're all entertaining in their own right.
Yeah, so
they're
different.
Guys think of James Bond. When you guys think of James Bond and you think of the character of James Bond, and there's certain things that are kind of associated with him. You know, you talk about the type of martini that he takes. Shaken, not stirred, right? No, I'm talking about
martini.
All right, shaken, not stirred. When he announces himself, when he even introduces himself, it's always Bond.
Bond.
James Bond.
James Bond.
Like that's how he introduces himself. There are certain things that are associated with James Bond that okay, he has a certain look, he has a certain drink, and he has a certain gun, the Walther PPK. But for some reason, Amazon said, nah, we're just going to Photoshop that gun up on out of the thing. We don't need guns in James Bond movies. Why does James Bond hold a gun? I mean, he's a spy with
it's literally in the beginning of every one of their movies where they do it down the barrel. Like it's what that.
Why would we have?
What are they doing? Why are they doing?
So John A. Douglas, shout out to John A. Douglas, said they photoshopped all the guns out of the James Bond movie thumbnails just in case you had hope for Amazon being in charge of the franchise. So we know Amazon got the rights to James Bond. They have full creative control. They could do whatever it is that they want to do. And one of the first things that they did once all right, we got all the James Bond movies on Prime Video. Let's Photoshop out all the guns. So you can see this Dr. No poster. There's no gun.
There's a photo about James Bond too.
A View to the Kill, no gun. This one is probably the most egregious.
Oh,
because
GoldenEye looks to be photoshopped,
dude.
What is Pierce Brosnan doing with his fucking hands? Like,
it's power to the people, man. What are you talking about? There you go.
Okay, but am I tripping? But isn't the gun still in the 7, or am I tripping? Because I still think
no. You're absolutely correct. There's a gun in the logo. So if you actually and then I'll zoom in on this so you can see it. If you look in the logo of 007, right? Yeah, this is a gun. This is still a gun. So it doesn't matter. You photoshopped this gun out, the gun that was supposed to be in his hands. Like this just looks stupid, man. Like why no reasonable human being holds his fucking arms like this. Rock,
how's
knock
that video
it off,
game
bro.
tester of me? Pause. Pause. That is a major pause right there.
What is he doing? He has. He's a spy.
This is
I'm
just
about
stupid.
to Photoshop the shit out of
crazy,
that.
yeah.
Dude. Like,
What's he spying on? You don't want to know.
So this is the problem: is that they decided, well, the guns are problematic. We can't have guns in our James Bond movie, so we're going to Photoshop out all the guns. Now, of course, they got a lot of backlash on it. This is on the Daily Mail. 007 fans blast woke Amazon for removing sexy Bond girls and even spies' guns from the poster. So if you kind of scroll through this article, like there's the poster for Moonraker, like with all of the women, like the beautiful, sexy women that are, Bond girls, just like we was talking about with the martini, just like we were talking about with the way he introduces himself, James Bond, just like with the Walther PPK, Bond girls. Like, are we going to get Bond girls in the Amazon James Bond movies? Like now we got to question everything.
We're going to get Bond girl bosses is what we're going to get.
Titty. Ass.
It's ridiculous.
We're gonna get somebody
and
with
they're going to make sure that they get paid at least 30% more because all the 70% more that all the men made. That's what they're going to do.
Amazon destroys everything they touch
because math.
I want to see how bad they're going to destroy He-Man.
You already know that's going to be destroyed too.
But
I mean, the point that I'm making here is that, like, Amazon decided that they wanted to go full, like, I don't know, woke. I don't know what the fuck is going on here because Bond is Bond. All right. Like, even with this poster, they took out all of the action and every interesting thing. And then just a kind of generic poster over here, over here on the right.
Why did they take the pussy off?
I'm surprised it's just not Octo. Right? Like
I just don't get how they like. Why can't you have like a white dude who's like a super spy like anymore? Like why is that gone? But you have so many other things where it's always like female led, where it's like they're the ones saving the day. They're doing this. It's like can we just have like the one guy who's always been, I don't know, like Bond obviously is like the one white dude who did all this shit already. Why can't we just have that? Can we like if you want everything balanced and equal or whatever? It's like, dude, you have 20 fucking movies a year coming out where it's like some chick is doing some ridiculous shit where you're like, okay, yeah, it's ridiculous. They don't do well, they don't do good, but it's like, can we just have our one? We just want one. We're just asking for one, and they're like, no, fuck your one, dude. Like,
can we just have James Bond, please?
Can we just have?
Can we just have our James Bond? Y'all can have all the rest of this shit, but can we just have James Bond? And the answer is no. The answer is no. You cannot have your James Bond. James Bond will not have guns. He will not have sexy Bond girls. He's probably not going to drink. He's probably not going to smoke cigarettes. He's not going to do anything that we know James Bond to do. So yeah, that's basically what's happening here. Yeah, it's just
took cigarettes out of movies. It pissed me off. Going back and watching 1978 Superman and watching like the if you watch like the CGI isn't up to par, but something simple as him just smoking a cigarette on screen lets you know that it's like, why would you take all this out?
Rockefeller was tripping out when we were watching that because it was like he either didn't see it when it came out or whatever, or obviously when it came out because we were probably too young to watch it, but he didn't watch it recently. And as we were watching it, he was like, dude, these motherfuckers are smoking cigarettes. And he was just like,
the window in time.
He was having a great time. He was having a great time watching it.
Yeah, remember, you're old enough to know, like, at a time when you go to fucking Hardee's and they have ashtrays in there. The damn fucking fast food joints have it. And it's like, you take away, and I understand you don't want your food, that's one thing. You did, but then to take one thing away, you take another thing away. Then eventually it gets to the point to where James Bond doesn't have a gun, can't touch a female, can't drink a drink of alcohol. It's like, what the fuck? Whoa, time out. You're taking too much away.
James Bond anymore.
But that's the day we live in now. Like, everybody gets offended over anything. And I mean, I kind of understand why Amazon did it. They should not have done it, but everything offends people nowadays. Like, they're gonna see the gun.
Take his fucking clothes off. Those clothes offend me. Take that hairstyle offends
like
me.
The company that simply just goes against the grain in general right now, the one that just says, hey, can we just do what we did before? The company that does that first and steps out of the basic line right now, like what's going on, they're gonna dominate. They're gonna destroy everyone else. As soon as they do it, they're just like, you know what? Let it ride. You know what? Let's go back to what we did before. And as soon as they do that, that company is going to soar above everyone else. They're just going to be like, whether it's Netflix or whether it's Prime or whatever it is, that company that takes that step and actually, it's not even taking a step. It's actually just saying, let's just do what we did before. Let's just do it. Just let it go. You know, and there's
let's just be normal. Let's just do normal shit instead of trying to wokeify everything, and it's going to be a hit.
The first company,
all right, like Devo Bronx says here, the Bonds girls know the Bonds girl names were always suggestive. A lot of vagina, pussy galore, Danya on the top. That's the kind of shit that we want. All right, that's James Bond. All right,
this is empowerment.
And if it's not James Bond, then no, thank you. You know, now look, let me share this because I think we gotta point this out. All right.
Well, somebody said golden DEI. I would say DEI another day. Like, can we do a DEI another day? That would be great.
So Spy Hard's spy movie podcast, they posted this up. Amazon have discreetly reversed their decision and restored the original James Bond artwork with guns intact. Shameful that we even ended up here, but who's happy to see sanity prevail? So apparently Amazon, got the message and say, all right. Let's go ahead and put all of these things back. Look, when I go to the Amazon, I don't see it, but apparently these guys do. So, like the only thing I see when I search like Dr. No, it just shows like a different photo. It doesn't show this. It shows something else. But apparently these guys who are, this is their thing, Spy Hard, a movie spy podcast. They basically said, yeah, Amazon fixed it. But why did it even take them the fan outrage to do this bullshit?
This is why,
why do y'all have to go through this? It's Amazon. It's James Bond. Knock it off. Just give us James Bond.
I got a copy of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 90s movie, DA, and it's like really dark. If you try to watch that on any streaming service now, they cut out like 10 minutes of this shit because of some of the things they got away with that they were able to distribute in the 90s when I got it. It's fucking classic. I'm always telling people, if you can get a physical copy, especially like, you know, if you're on a Goodwill or a Salvation Army, stop in there and see what movies they got. Get you some old physical copies, man, because they can't erase that shit. Amazon ain't gonna come in here in the middle of the night and be like, let's edit this out. I don't want to see it. And cutting this part out. I'm like, what the fuck happened to my movie? You know, it's there. Let it be shown the way it was intended instead of the way Jeff Bezos wants you to see the fucking world.
Yeah, it's like if you were to like how you're saying, if download a movie right now or buy a movie right now, or it's like, oh, you buy that. It's like how you're saying, like there's parts of these movies that are actually cut out or they're altered in some way, and you're like, wait a minute, like what? Why am I missing that or something? And it's like you paid for it. Like I should get the full thing, right? And it's that should be another problem that a lot of people should be bringing up. But you know, whatever. And until enough people complain about that stuff, obviously it's not going to change. But whatever, I guess.
I just find it interesting that it took fans pissed off about it to bring back the James Bond posters with the guns. You know, like, why did it take fans being pissed off about it? That's the thing that pisses me off. Like, you guys don't understand what your audience really is looking for. And since you don't understand what your audience are looking for, we'll just go ahead and do whatever we want to do. And then when the fans reject it, then we'll finally adjust. Oh, okay. We're sorry, fans. Let's go ahead and put back the guns. Like, bro, do you guys understand the franchise? Like, the gun is a part of the franchise. It's part of the character's like appeal. Like, so if you don't understand the actual appeal of the character, maybe you're the ones or the wrong ones that should be handling this character. Maybe you shouldn't be handling this shit. Maybe you should hand it off to somebody else. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's the way I look at it. Like, you guys don't understand the franchise. You're just running amok. You're doing what you want to do with James Bond, one of the biggest, most iconic characters of all time. Like, is there a character, a male hero character that's bigger than James Bond that's not a comic book superhero? Is there anybody bigger?
Well, what it sounds like for a lot of these companies is that like they're getting the word through, or they're getting, I don't know, their information through who's ever running their social media stuff, right? And their social media stuff is getting ran through some random 20-year-old who has no idea what any of these franchises mean, any of these characters mean, whatever. But they're like, oh, well, we're getting X amount of kickback on this, or blah blah blah, and that's what it sounds like. And it's like, I would 100% believe that if all of a sudden you were able to talk to any of these CEOs or executives, they're like, well, this is what we were told. Well, what you're getting told is bad information, is what's happening, and that's what's happening consistently through all of your companies. And there's a reason that that's happening, because you're hiring these people that definitely, don't get me wrong, they probably know social media, but they're curated to their style of social media. They're not curated towards the world, you know, and so it just gets lambasted. And well, now you see articles coming out about the kind of shit that we talk about all the time. And it's because of these fucking people who have no idea what actually fans want, because the people who actually respond are fans. Like, people who aren't fans of like James Bond and stuff aren't going to sit there and complain or talk about it. They're just going to be like, okay, yeah, whatever. They just move on. They might hit a downvote, they might hit a like, whatever. But the people who complain or talk about it, they're going to be the ones that actually want to see what we're talking about. And then they don't highlight any of that stuff. And then we get what we're getting right now. We get articles like that. It's like, what the fuck is this? Like, you're not representing the fans, and it's very obvious.
I don't think they want to understand what we're all about. I honestly am starting to think that they don't care what the fans want.
They don't listen. They don't care.
I believe.
Hey guys, keep talking. I'll be right back. I just got.
I believe this has to do with fucking Jeff Bezos. If you want to hear me out, again, James Bond is the second is one of the biggest, nonfiction, it's not considered science fiction like Star Wars or Avengers. Continuous fucking nonstop. You can, for how many years, how many films has span across? Jeff Bezos bought it for a reason because he's known as a womanizer. James Bond, that's what he is. He's a womanizer. He's a man's fucking man. Well, Jeff Bezos, he's a short fucking king. He wants to tell everybody he's also a liberal. He's trying to show everybody and reimagine what the real man is. A real man doesn't have to have a gun. He doesn't have to have sex with women. You know that? That's what Jeff Bezos is. If you don't know, it's just like you don't know what the absolute comics are now. Take a look at fucking Joker we looked at the other day. He's bought this for a reason. He made a whole bunch of money and bought this one character. He could have bought any character. He bought James Bond, the epitome of what a man is, and what every young boy looks up, strapping young buck
his version of a
be.
man is if you're not paying for it, or is it even worth it?
See, why work hard and be elusive and be fucking strong and fit, and be smart and intelligent and know how to use a gun in case shit goes down. You can fucking one-time somebody in their face, and at the same time, you can maybe drink martini, and while you're doing it, it's nice and smooth. Everybody's like, "Oh, I'm drunk, I'm so wasted." Actually, I'm the eyeball this dude over here and making sure he don't get up on me while I'm because I'm not just playing a poker game. I'm eyeing this fucking my op out over here, and the whole time I'm just pretending like I'm getting wasted. You're playing a character. You're smarter. He doesn't want that to be portrayed as a man. He wants it to be, we're dumb, we're doofy, we're dumb. What do you think?
I feel like this though. I feel like everything that you guys are saying, everything could be true all at the same time. You know what I mean? I feel like for one, you have a bunch of execs that do not listen to the fans. Then you have people that, like you were saying, side facts, that basically the marketing, they're going based off of their own analytics of what they feel in their bubble works. You know what I'm saying? So they're not out there really trying to cater or listen to the fans in any way. Then you have, like you're saying, a person that's trying to buy property but doesn't want to pay attention.
That's why their stuff tanks, though, is like they're listening to the people who have no. Well, it's like it's not that they have no clout. What's the best way to put it? It's like they have no grasp on what's going on in general. So it's like people like us, right? It's like if I like a property, if you guys like a property or whatever in general, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna buy stuff. We're gonna have posters. We're gonna have all this stuff. We go out of our way to want that stuff because it's awesome. The people that comment on all this stuff online, it's more likely like kids. It's like they're people who do not have money, right? And it's like they're excluding the people who have money, who used to like this stuff, who want to like this stuff, and they're excluding them out of this whole process of everything, and they're disregarding our opinions. And that's the whole idea of like, hey, they don't listen to the fans. Well, I mean, if they're listening to the fans but they're only listening to them online in general, those fans aren't really actually the fans. The fans more than likely probably don't even comment. We actually don't care enough to comment. We're just like, hey, I just hope it's good, whatever. Those are not the people that you're trying to cater to, or you should be trying to cater to. You should be catering to the people like us who are like, what the fuck is this? Why are you doing this to our properties, to the stuff that I invested money in? I have this, or I have whatever, and it's like they're not catering to us anymore. And like the proper fans, the real fans,
Youthful Eagles
like,
said that.
oh, just because you got like I don't know, even say you got 1 million people on fucking Twitter that say something or like something, it's like you go and watch their ticket sales. They don't get even 1 million ticket sales, or whatever. It's like, so that shit doesn't work.
Nope.
Like that,
not at all.
Hey,
let me
people like
let's
us
continue on.
Who care?
We got a couple of super chats we need to get to before we go to the next topic. Shout out to Thomas Dean for $5. Says, I didn't watch, but sounds like Gunn saw Picard season 2 and was like, I want to do that mess. It's Picard season 2. I haven't watched Picard season 2. I saw the first episode.
No one else did either.
Yeah, I was good. Yeah, it seems like James Gunn has one good run in him for every property that he handles. I thought Guardians 1 was fine, and then that was it. All right, Peacemaker season 1, it was good. and that was it. I don't think this guy can do a season 2 or a second movie or anything like that. I thought Guardians 2 and Guardians 3 were lesser versions of the original movie. That's my opinion on James Gunn. So yeah, you're probably right. He can't follow up anything good. Picard season 2. I don't even know what Picard season 2 was about. I didn't watch it.
Who's ready for Green Lantern's James Gunn?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Nobody.
Man. It's gonna be bad. Thank you very much, Thomas Dean, for the $5. We got Alucard for $2 in Zombieland. Guess who were the first to go? I don't even remember Zombieland. Who was the first to go in Zombieland? Anybody remember?
Well,
Is that what are the four? Are the main four you're
whoever
asking?
the white person, whoever the white people were, like, which was
Are you
probably most of the cast.
Are the main? I don't think the main four die. Any of the main four actually died though, right?
No.
So in Zombieland, guess who were the first to go? Probably the whites. I don't know. I don't remember.
Wasn't it like a white cheerleader or something?
I don't know anybody besides Bill Murray being in that movie special. So I mean, if it was,
it had what's the name? Jesse Eisenberg.
There's the annoying white chick who like just wouldn't die. Like,
oh yeah, fat people.
She was just running it was just a running joke. Whereas like,
the fat people.
Yeah, because remember, cardio was the #1 rule. If you didn't have the cardio, you were getting chased down first.
Yeah,
you were the first ones to go. So yeah, fat people on the sunset.
Oh,
yeah. So I would have been done. I got y'all.
Yeah,
I got y'all. So you know,
that's what they should have said. A Peacemaker instead of a black. They should have. It's a fat.
That's a fat phobic joke. I don't like that, yo.
A fat got out. A fatty. Hong Kong. John Curley. You'll never
okay,
catch it.
now it's coming back. Now it's coming back. Yeah. Fat asses was the first one to go. Yeah, the fat people. Yep. I remember that.
When Angel hears can you run a 440, he just assumes can I drink a 40 in under 40 seconds? Like,
when you say 440, I'm assuming the microwave time you're asking me to cook something, or
there you go.
Fat got out. Run slow.
See,
Amazon, that's Pre-Dawn Corpse for $2.
Radiating off of you.
Pre-Dawn Corpse for $2. Amazon is trying to odd job us of James Bond. Yeah. Look, man, if Amazon doesn't get James Bond right, that whole franchise, it's so iconic. All right. It's such an iconic franchise. You cannot mess that up. You cannot afford to mess that up. If you have the keys to James Bond and you drop the ball with it, you have fumbled majorly. That is an epic fail that people will remember for a very long time. Amazon cannot afford to fuck up James Bond. So I have a feeling they're going to find their way with it eventually. This maybe is the first step. Oh, okay. We can't erase the guns out of the posters. Oh, okay. People ain't playing these games with us. We better go ahead and get James Bond right. Because we've seen what Amazon has done when it comes to Rings of Power, when it comes to Wheel of Time. These guys just butcher great classic franchises. They allow the showrunners to absolutely run them into the ground. So it's like, James Bond, you guys can't fuck with James Bond. If y'all fuck up James Bond, that's going to be a major, major, major issue. All right. But thank you very much, Pre-Dawn Corpse, for the $2. We got C Love for $2. He says Atreus gonna treat Kratos like a simp watch. Okay, I know Atreus. I know Kratos. I'm not connecting the dots here. What's the connection that I'm missing?
I'm actually confused too. Like, I've played the game. Like, I don't understand the connection here. Like,
I don't get it. Atreus, shout out New Black Street. Thank you very much.
No. Well, yeah. Atreus is also the name of the kid from Kratos' son. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to New Black Street with it, but okay.
That's also his. Yeah, that's his kid's name too in the game.
Got you.
They lost me on that one.
God of War TV show coming. God of War TV show.
Isn't that what Amazon?
Yeah. It's made. Oh, that's what he's saying. Oh,
God of War.
Are you kidding me, CeeLo? They're making fucking.
Got you.
They're making it. Oh God, no!
They got a lot.
I had no idea. Yeah, that's news to me.
God damn.
Sorry, Rock. So apparently, a God of War TV show is on its way with Amazon. Yeah, Amazon is doing the God of War TV series. Damn. We'll see.
God damn.
We'll see. Sorry, God of War fan. I'm not a God of War fan, but I have played the game. All right, I have played the game. Not a big fan of it, but I have played it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Rip people's fucking heads off. God damn it.
Oh, bruh. Woo. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We got another super chat that just dropped in. This is from Alucard again. Correct. It was the fat people. Learn, James Gunn. James Gunn ain't gonna learn. James Gunn ain't gonna learn, man. He's going to continue to double down on his ideology because that's what woke Hollywood
Dude, he had time to learn. You know what's actually crazy? Like, so just the other day, I was actually playing Brightburn. So you guys know the movie Brightburn? It's basically bad Superman, right? So actually, the dad in that is actually if you don't remember, but I mean, because I didn't remember either. It's actually Peacemaker's brother. The guy who plays Peacemaker's brother is the father from Brightburn. So it's like that's all kind of connected in some way or whatever. Like, well, it's like there's a reason that he was brought into that project because of that. And like I didn't remember, but when I watched it yesterday or whatever, I was like, holy shit. Yeah.
James Gunn's connected to everybody. About this. And then his wife, his ex-wife is connected to that guy that's playing his brother in Peacemaker. Because remember, he was married to old girl from The Office.
In The Office, yeah. Jenna Fisher was James Gunn's first wife. So she married him.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I showed you a picture of it. Remember, I gave you a
James
little
Gunn's first wife. Yeah.
That is right. Oh.
The girl from the Office chick. Yeah, the Office chick, the Blades of Glory chick. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Eskimo brothers.
Hey, thanks to the super chatters. Here's a little love for you guys. Appreciate it. All right, let's talk a little anime. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is now one of the top 5 highest grossing movies of 2025. Well, anime is running roughshod over Hollywood. Can you believe it? Everybody's talking about it. Look, here's the numbers right here in case anybody wanted to know how much has Demon Slayer actually made. Hold on, let me bring it up. Let me get this going. So here it is right here. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Infinity Castle. 757 million. Woo!
Do you think it could hit a bill?
Holy shit.
If it leaving in movie theaters with nothing coming down the pipeline,
I think it could hit a bill.
Pause. Yeah, absolutely.
I listen, I think people are locked in with Demon Slayer. $757 million is nothing to sneeze at. This is huge. This is big for not only for anime, but for Hollywood, because now everybody's paying attention to movies like Demon Slayer. They're paying attention to anime. Now anime is on everybody's radar, which is, good, but also can kind of be bad, But yeah, this is
once it becomes popular, it becomes it gets oversaturated and becomes terrible.
Tony Youthful Eagle Elias said it's going to open in China in a few days. This has not opened in China markets yet.
That's interesting. If that is the truth,
I don't know. Wait, hold up. Let me see.
That's fucking insane, dude. Think about that. Think how this bitch will be at 1.5 billion.
Look, this is Asia Pacific and no China nowhere.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. So when this thing finally does hit China, it's going to do numbers. It's going to do insane numbers. But look, here's where we are right now. The worldwide box office. Neza 2, number 1. Lilo and Stitch, number 2. A Minecraft movie, number 3. Jurassic World Rebirth, number 4. Demon Slayer.
That's crazy. I know you love it.
Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Infinity Castle, number 5.
DA only likes new anime.
What the heck is happening here?
crazy. Yeah.
Budgie Cat, you know, DA's excited. He got new anime right at top
that's
5.
fantastic. No,
He's
no,
fucking
no,
loving
that's
life.
that's
He
that's
told
good
y'all.
stuff.
Only new
This
anime.
Look,
is
some
good
people
stuff.
will try to downplay it. Oh, well, it's worldwide. It's not the domestic. Because look, domestic, it's only like, 124 million or whatever. I don't care. This is the new era of entertainment. Demon Slayer has slayed all the Marvel and DC movies. Superman sitting down here at number 8. All right.
Damn, poor
You're Superman.
Poor
Fantastic Four is down here.
Superman. I forgot
Captain
about
America, Brave New World.
And with cheaper
Look, Thunderbolts
marketing,
ain't look, Thunderbolts.
I forgot about it.
cheaper marketing. That's what's even worse. Like cheaper.
I'm a
They
fan,
spent
guys.
less than $100 million to even market it. Like, come on, yo. Like,
If you are
should
an
pay
anime
attention.
fan,
Dude, they probably didn't have to. They probably just marketed it at the end of their episodes. They're just
Yeah.
like, hey, we got a movie coming
Crunchyroll.
out. Boom.
Yeah,
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll. Yeah.
Check it out. Boom. Here you go.
But that's what I'm saying. It was
added on to
cheaper.
the end of their episodes.
It was cheaper and it
Ta-da.
still hit harder. You
Here's
know
a
what I
movie.
mean? Man.
F1 doing better than both of the biggest comic book movies of the year. It's like that's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
If you're an anime
then-
fan, this has to be an
that's
exciting
cool
Cool
and
and
all
all
time
until you
because
realize it's fucking Apple, right? And Apple has like they don't give a shit about money. And
Apple has a
and
different look. They got some different math working over there. At
They're,
Apple,
they're in
you know.
they're in their own world. They're in their own.
But we're
world.
talking anime right now, and if you are a Demon Slayer, or excuse me, if you're an anime fan, you got to be pumped up about this, don't you? Because now this tells me that anime studios are going to say, "Hey, we need to get some of our bigger titles in theaters." So, we know there's a movie coming up next. Where is it at? Hold up. Let me bring this up. We know that there's some movies that's coming up next. Chainsaw Man, which will be dropping soon. Chainsaw Man, everybody's looking
12.
forward to that.
Yes,
That's coming up at
looking
the
for
end of the
that.
month. Yeah, I'm
Is it
pumped
one?
up for Chainsaw Man, man.
Like, I'm out
I'm
to-
looking forward
21st.
to
I thought
that.
it was the 12th.
Dude, I need to catch up on Chainsaw Man. Like that's one
Bruh.
that I haven't. Like I watched the first episode or two, and I was like, it's okay. But apparently, it's really good, and I need
It's
to just
so
watch all
good,
of it.
man.
Well,
Once
hopefully
you
the
get
movie
to
does.
I think the mid season mark, it takes off, and every episode after that is dynamite.
That's what's cool about Demon Slayers. Somebody like me that's never watched.
Does the
TV
same thing
show,
that Solo Leveling did? Like so, episode 6, where it's like episode 6 of Solo Leveling. Like once you get to there, you're like, oh my god, like this actually really kicks off. It just shoots it to the stratosphere.
Hopefully, it's like Infinity Castle, where just somebody that doesn't know what it's about, and like me, it'll take you through the stories to catch up to speed and get you into it real quick. It's a long movie, but I mean, still, I didn't know anything about it. When I come out, I have an idea of what went down over 4 seasons that you guys invested in heavily. I don't know everything, but I got a overall concept of it because they caught me up to speed in like the first hour and like continuously through it during fights. Hopefully, Chainsaw Man does that too because.
Well, the good thing about
This was
Chainsaw Man is it's one season.
So that's easy to
it.
catch up.
One season, you could get through it. It's real quick. You get through it, and then you're caught up. So you don't have to watch like 4 or 5 seasons, 50, 60 episodes. You're literally watching, I think it's like 12 episodes, and that's it. So you can knock that out over a weekend, and you're caught up, and you're ready for the Rize arc. Listen, man, I'm pumped up for Chainsaw. Chainsaw Man is really, really good. It's one
What's
of the
the
better
date?
anime that's come out recently. And then like I have a
data,
video
the data.
that I've been working on and editing, and it's just frustrating because I'm not an editor. But there's so many anime right now that are out right now that deserve the same treatment of a Demon Slayer. Where hey, we're gonna drop this thing in theaters when the story is over. We're going to put the final arc, the final season, whatever you want to call it. We're going to put that in theaters. We're not going to put it on Crunchyroll or, it'll hit Crunchyroll eventually, but we're not going to start it on Crunchyroll or start it on your computer screen. We're going to put that in the IMAX theater and we're going to make it the biggest thing that you can possibly imagine. And look what Demon Slayer did, $757 million, and it's not done yet.
The animation, that animation was meant to be on the IMAX. I mean, when I saw that animation, I was like,
it was amazing.
Beautiful, man.
It was so
the
amazing.
first 10 minutes falling through the Infinity Castle, I was like, dude, I should have spent the extra $10 with the fucking IMAX, my dumbass. Why didn't I fucking do that? So it looks like it's coming out October 24th. the release date for Chainsaw Man. If anybody is interested, keep your calendars open. That'll be the release date. So it is.
Yeah.
I thought it was the 12th, but the 24th.
Yeah, for me, I watched some of the Demon Slayer in the beginning, but I went on Screen Crush and they just gave me a 30-minute, breakdown of all the seasons. So I was able to just catch up prior to going in there, but I'm looking forward to Chainsaw Man. I've been watching a couple of the episodes already. I'm almost done. So I'm looking forward to that one. And I'm trying to catch up on Attack on Titans. I'm trying to catch up on a lot of anime. Like
I know you gotta.
What's up?
I know you got a heavy schedule, but we should all try to do something like watch together. I don't know about
we could do it. It's all good.
DA got a heavy schedule. I don't know if you plan on watching it, with premiere night or not.
I'm going to watch. Were you talking about Chainsaw Man?
Yeah. You want to
I'm watching
afterwards?
that. Look, I already got my time off for that. I'm watching that as soon as it drops. I am
Thursday night. Yeah,
I am 100%.
So we'll talk about it on the nightcap that night, right? Because that's a Thursday night it comes out.
Oh yeah.
I'll go see it then because I'm kind of interested to watch it because the last one.
Watch the first season.
Good.
Look, watch the first season.
It's good so far.
Rock. Watch the first season of Chainsaw Man. It's 12 episodes.
And I got
you'll knock it out. You can knock that out in a day.
I can
all right. Each episode is like 20 minutes.
Lazy.
Every episode is 20 minutes. You can knock that out 22 minutes, something like that. You can knock that joint out in a day, and you're caught up. And then I've watched Chainsaw Man like probably 3 times. So I'm ready. I can't wait for it to drop. It is going to be dynamite. And here's the question. Does anime studios, do these studios start to say, hey, you know what? Let's drop these joints in theaters. Maybe they won't do Demon Slayer numbers, at $750 million. That's a lot. Like, what other anime series finale, because this is a series finale for Demon Slayer. What other anime series finale can do these kind of numbers? I think honestly, JJK, it's slam dunk. JJK does this, if not more, but definitely this. I think Solo Leveling will do 750. Folks, show, because look, a lot of people don't like Solo Leveling, but Solo Leveling is marketable. Solo Leveling is, popular. A lot of people like it, and it's very cinematic. A lot of people love Solo Leveling just because of the animation, the fight scenes, the choreography, everything that they've done in Solo Leveling is dope. So I think Solo Leveling absolutely gets at least 750. What do y'all think? Any others that you want to throw out there that can absolutely hit this number other than Demon Slayer? I think One Piece. Look, once they finally get around to One Piece.
Kaiju number 8. I say Kaiju number 8 could hit that.
I want a Berserk movie, and I want Elden Ring to do really good, and everybody be like, "Wow, this is awesome!" I want to make a Berserk '97 anime, but I want it to be like
Kaiju number 8 would be pretty close.
More
right
in
now.
Style of Lord of the Rings.
Dan would do okay.
Yeah,
Dan. Yeah.
I would say the new anime that's kind of out right now, and I don't know if anybody else is watching. It's either called like, I don't know how to fully pronounce it. It's either Gachio Gatu or Gachio Gata or something like that.
Who?
Gachio Gatu. Yeah.
Gachio Gachio. Yeah, that was good.
The funniest part about it is, like, you can sit there and say it's the best trash anime out there because it's literally about trash. So it's like it's kind of genius marketing in their own right. But
I love Gachio Kuda. I think Gachio Kuda is dope.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, I think it's really good. I think it's very good. Yeah, I don't think it'll blow up as big as everything else in general, but I would say that would be the one from this year that would be close-ish or whatever. That's the new. I would say that's the new hotness or whatever. But I don't know. What we got going on right now, Demon Slayer obviously is killing it. And Solo Leveling. Those would be the two that would really be standouts for any type of anime stuff right now. Yeah. Those would be the two that are going to be knocking it out the park if they do any type of anything. If they do a movie, do whatever.
The introduction to Solo Leveling.
Let me say this to Name real quick. Really Name. What I'm saying is, if you put a One Piece in theaters, when we finally the end of One Piece. finale of One Piece, you put that in theaters, everybody all over the planet is going to be watching that.
Yep.
That is going to be one of the biggest movies of all time. Everybody's going to watch it. That's why I say you can't just put it out on Crunchyroll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or Netflix or any other series.
Do six episodes
in theaters.
Do 6 episodes, like 6 episodes, like your first 6 episodes on Netflix, release them, and then do like, hey, here's a special release for like movie theaters only for like 2 to 3 weeks before you drop the last 2 episodes, and do that as like a movie theater release, and it'll be like, hey, you can only see it in the movie theater. That shit will kill. It'll destroy the theaters.
Yeah.
Like it'll absolutely, especially if the season's good, as it's at least as good as the first
Everybody
season.
that's been watching, y'all are missing my point. Everybody that's been watching and keeping up with One Piece would absolutely flock to theaters to watch the
100%.
finale. You know, you spread it out like Demon Slayer. You got to give it the Demon Slayer treatment. You got to spread it out over 3 movies and give everybody a heads up. Hey, by the way, we're going to finish up this entire series. So there's a lot of normies that haven't been checking for One Piece. There's a lot of fans of One Piece that haven't, caught up. I think like I'm on like 400-500 or something. Like I haven't caught up, but I would catch up super fast to be able to watch it in theaters, to know where everything is going and be able to catch up. That's what I'm saying. Like
And
One
don't give us
Piece
their
is
live action
super
remakes.
long, but it's also one of the biggest anime of all time, and people all over the planet, everybody would be rocking it out with that, man. That would be one of the biggest anime movies ever, in my opinion. That's the way I see it.
live action anime. Don't do
Dude,
live action.
just
remakes.
watching-
Don't want that shit like Dragon Ball.
Just
Don't do
watching
that.
Solo Leveling, it was basically Solo Leveling, like an abridged version of the first season, and then they had the first 2 episodes of that, and they dropped it in December of last year, and I was like, that was one of the best experiences I had in theater. Like it was just so good. Everybody was just like focused. You could feel the theater in general was just like in tune with what's going on. They're like, I want to see what's happening next. And it's like, if they did that, but with an actual movie, with whatever big anime is going on, it would absolutely destroy. Like it would be crazy. And they did that with stuff with Solo Leveling, with like season 2, and like sure, a lot of people like Solo Leveling, but season 2, like people didn't know that it was coming out. It was kind of like it just came out real quick right after season 1, and it still did really well, and it was one of the best experiences I had. So
Sakamoto is dope. I agree. I think Sakamoto, once they finally get to the end of Sakamoto Days, I think Sakamoto Days, look, it took a minute, but Sakamoto Days grew on me. All right. I didn't like it right away. I was kind of like, I don't know about this. Now I love
that one's
Sakamoto Days.
it's very hit and miss.
Yeah, I love it now. Okay, but I didn't love it at the beginning. Same thing with Dan to Dan, to be honest with you. I didn't like Dan to Dan at the very beginning because I didn't like the character of Okaroon. He was kind of a little bitch. But now, Okaroon is fucking awesome, man. That dude is cool. I like Okaroon now, but I did not like him at the beginning. So, I think that there's definitely possibilities right now. I think Demon Slayer has kind of set the stage for a lot of these animes. Like, hey, you guys want to have a big $750 million payday in the box office for your series once it's over? Hey, look what Demon Slayer did. They threw it in theaters and it blew up. So I think there's opportunities for that. I think JJK 0 was great. I loved it. It was awesome. It was a contained story, and it kind of gave you the background of JJK, the Jujutsu Kaisen sorcerers, and everything that led into JJK, the first season. I think JJK, in my opinion, would be a great ending if you put it in theaters. And you got to do 3-parter just like they're doing with Demon Slayer. Part 1, part 2, part 3, and just flesh it all out. 2.5 hours. I think people are rocking with that. Like the final season, basically. The final season of these TVs or these anime, they need to go to theaters, man. They need to go to theaters. I want to see it on the big screen. All right. I don't want to watch it on my computer at home. It's fine on my computer because I got a nice surround sound in here, so I can watch it in here in my little studio, and it's dope. But I want to see this in theaters. So, I got a
think
video
I
coming
think a
out. I've
lot
been
of
editing the hell out of it, but I do have a video coming out running through my top 5 of anime that needs to be in theaters when it ends. So you guys look for that. But I'm sorry, go ahead, Cyfax.
No, I was going to just say, I think a lot of animes would actually benefit from not just that, where it's like you throw it into the theater in general, but it's like
Yeah.
I think a lot of them would actually benefit from ending a lot earlier than where they keep going on from. It's like they kind of start dragging on with stuff. It's like some of these animes would do good to go around the route of like Full Metal Alchemist, where you have like 50, it's like 48 episodes, 50 episodes, something like that. It's like that's all you need, and like the story's done. Like there you go. You can fit the story into something like that. And when they start like expanding it to like 300 episodes, that's when I think people check out on certain things. Like, even if it's good, it could be really great and everything. That's fine. But it's like they should just, I don't know, start wrapping it up, because I think people like knowing that they have an ending to look forward to.
Absolutely.
And they need a little bit more of that.
If they were to put One Piece finale in the theaters, I haven't watched One Piece, but what it would do
if they were to be like, hey, is the finale of One Piece? Hey, we're gonna finally see the One Piece. That shit would fucking sell out all of the theaters. Like it would just sell out all of them, like all the time.
What I'm saying. Yep. Did you watch the Gintama final movie? No, I did not. I did not watch that, Budget Cat. I did not. Nezha 3 will do numbers, probably. It's already at 2 billion, right? It's at 2 billion for Nezha 2. So Nezha 3 is probably going to do major numbers. All right. Frieren and One Punch Man. Look, did you guys see the trailer for One Punch Man? Bruh.
I didn't. I'm not a One Punch Man fan, but
I didn't see One Punch Man. But did you watch Frieren? Like I didn't.
I watched the first season. Yes,
the first season. Frieren is great.
Yeah,
because that one is like, it's a different kind of anime. Like the way that it's just like it's a story about. It's kind of hard to explain, to where it's like it's actually a story about somebody reliving their past life during new stuff, and it's like it's like a character journey that it's just animated very well, and everything that's going on with it is like it's very different. And I don't know, like
I love it.
I understand why people don't like it, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, I totally enjoyed it. Like if you're a fan of, like, I don't know, books and stuff like that, like if you're a fan of reading and whatever, it's like this character journey it's amazing. It's awesome. It's very well done, and it's very different.
Well, we're getting towards now the fall of the anime season. We got a fall 2025 preview guide. I'm here to announce we will go through this next week. All right. So I'm going to go through this next week. We are finally going to get an anime stream that you guys have been waiting for, hoping for, praying for. I'm going to cover the fall anime 2025 preview guide. It may be on Friday. That's kind of when I want to do my anime streams, Friday nights. So if you guys are anime fans, come hang out with me on Friday nights. We're going to rock it out with the fall anime 2025 preview guide. And then we're going to go through all of the top anime. There's a lot of stories, anime that are coming out for the fall season. So I'm looking forward to watching, everything that's going down for fall in the anime world. So come hang out with me on Friday. Should be a lot of fun. Let's wrap things up, guys. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for rocking it out with us. It's been a great show. I appreciate Cyfax, Rockefeller Plaza, Angel, the casual reviewer, along with Uncle T. Guys, what you guys got coming up? Angel, let's start with you. What do you got coming up on your channel? Let the people know.
Well, I got my stream coming up tomorrow at 5 p.m. I'm sorry, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thursday, I'm hoping to be able to go to Comic-Con. So I'm thinking I'm getting my tickets probably on Tuesday. So I'm going to hit up Comic-Con. Hopefully I'll have a good, live stream in that Comic-Con situation as well. So check me out for that. And hopefully I'll be on with D8 as well. I'm gonna try to check out Tron, so I'll have my review on that. Peacemaker as well. So I got a lot of homework, to do this week, but check me out.
See you back on Thursday. Thank you very much. Rockefeller Plaza, what you got coming up this week, bro?
That's me. I am the Rockefeller Plaza. You can find me on YouTube. I think I'm almost like 470. I'm trying to get to 500. Anybody wants to subscribe? I'm a video gamer. I play video games 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. We sit around, have coffee, bullshit. Right now I'm playing Sekiro. I think I'm playing Batman for the Halloween. Everybody voted they want to see Batman, so I'll be starting Batman Monday today. Shit. Besides that, I do YouTube and chill on Fridays. So come hang out, subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to everybody on the panel. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, y'all. I know it's late, but really appreciate it. Thank y'all so much.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And then finally, we got Cyfax. What you got coming up, my guy?
Well, Cyfax here. There you go. No, on Wednesdays, usually I do midweek hangings where we all just chill and hang out. And then also on Saturdays, I do Psycast. Go ahead and check me out on those. And then you can catch me on Fridays with, Rockefeller Plaza and everybody else. We'll see what's going on. I'm trying to do more videos. We'll see what's going on. I don't know. That are more clips from those said podcasts or those streams, whatever. And then other than that, you might catch me here on Thursdays, especially obviously this coming Thursday for the finale of Peacemaker. Like, we'll be talking about that. So go ahead and catch us over there. Catch me there. Catch everyone else. Go check out everybody else. And then hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
All right, everybody, that'll do it. Thank you very much for hanging out with us on the DA's office. You guys are awesome. We got up to about 250 tonight, which is always a blessing. Thank you, folks, for hanging out with us. Hit the like button on the way out if you have not already done so. I'm trying to see if there's anybody I can send you guys to in our space.
JT playing video games. Oh, who did I say the other night?
I'm looking right now, but I don't see Smash. I don't see Smash JT playing right now. So
I was like, oh,
yeah,
fuck,
he must have went to bed early tonight. That's fine. Look, everybody gets an early night. Thank you, guys. We'll be back on Tuesday for the nightcap. Everybody take care of yourselves. Have a great week. And if I don't see you now, I'll see you later. You guys have a good one. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out. And much love.
Good night,
we will have our anime stream this week for sure. All right, for sure. Finally, we are going to have the first ever anime nights stream on Fridays. You guys be easy, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
Peace, guys.